Mowers. Check them out at 14900 Cantrell Road or online at kaufmanlumber.com.
You're in the zone. Arkansas's longest-running midday sports talk show. Coming to you live from the Oaklawn Racing Casino Resort Studio. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only casino resort.
20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name.
With your hosts, Justin Acri and Phil Elson on the Buzz Radio Network.
Feels so unlike everybody else, alone in spite of the fact that some people still think that they know, but no, he knows the code. It's not about the salary, it's all about reality and making some noise, making a story, making sure his click stays up. That means when he puts it down, Todd's picking it up. Let's go.
Who the hell is he anyway? He never really talks much, never concerned with status, but still even.
Skip go flat for Jalen Brunson, allow him to operate at the top, 101.
Brunson gets it, fires up a three. Shot no good. The chip, it's gone! It's gone! It's gone! With 1.2 remaining, Knicks take the lead. OG Anunoby, and it's 107-106. Bedlam here at the Garden. They can't believe it. No timeouts left. They have to get it in. Harper lobs it inside. Castle hasn't lost it. That's it. It's over. The greatest comeback in NBA playoff history. The Knicks pull off the miracle comeback and lead it 3-1. Now 1 win away from a title.
Oh yeah, I mean the shot went up. I was free. There was no one boxing me out, so I just went in there for a tip dunk, and ended up just tipping it in. I inbounded the ball to Jalen. He got a pretty good look, and I just went and crashed, tried to get a tip dunk or something. The ball went over my head, so I couldn't really dunk it, so I just tried to tip it in softly, and it went in.
Man, a few words. All right, welcome into the zone on a fantastic Thursday as the Knicks steal one from the Spurs in the greatest comeback. You just heard it in playoff history. And now the Knicks are very much in control of the finals at 3-1. And the Spurs will likely be left at the end of the series lamenting the what-ifs. So, lots to break down from last night's game. We got another NHL game to talk about. World Cup's coming up. And the College World Series gets underway tomorrow, even though Arkansas and Little Rock, neither one of them made it. So, anyway,
but I'll be fired up about watching it anyway.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Not as usual, not as fired up as I was to watch it last year.
Yeah.
Which, you get a little more excited when you're at the stadium and your team is there and maybe you're calling the game.
Absolutely.
But I was excited last night. Like, I sat up in bed for the last 5 minutes because I was ready to go to bed. I was ready to turn that thing off.
Yeah.
Especially at halftime when I'm looking at the score and I'm thinking, this is what a lot of the final scores look like for the games that I broadcast for Arkansas women's basketball. But that was at halftime instead of, this thing's over.
Mm-hmm. It's funny. I was with some guys watching the first half, and I said, the only thing that gives you hope here is the 24-second clock. And that's the thing about the NBA. It's never over because you get so many opportunities and so many possessions. And if the other team, which had success, 14 threes in the first half, continues to go down that path, and they lose that, which you can't stay that hot, guess what? Things can change quickly.
Yeah, it's the combination of the 24-second shot clock and the three, because if you insist on continuing to shoot shots that you're missing from outside and don't try to find another way to score, then that three-point shot may be the reason that you choked on the lead.
We talked yesterday about guys that we like to watch that were in the series, and most of the guys we talked about had a critical role last night. We talked about Anunoby a little bit. We talked about Dylan Harper, who was really, really good last night, but they decided to turn to Fox to try to, help carry him home, and that was a mistake. He had a very forgettable night.
In front of Coach Cal.
In front of Coach Cal, yes.
I just wonder what it's like for Cal because he's celebrating Towns at the same time while he's watching one of his other guys have, that's one of the great meltdowns in NBA history.
Yeah.
J.R. Smith levels.
We talked about Josh Hart yesterday. That was a guy that Joe Klein mentioned, and Josh was prominently featured in a gaffe on a blown wide open breakaway layup. And, again, he got bailed out a little bit. Now, he also was there defensively in good position on the last inbound to help deny the Spurs a last-second shot there, which would have obviously broken the hearts of a lot of New Yorkers. But 107-106 the final. Wembanyama last night, not a good night. 9 of 25, 2 of 8 from 3. Did have 13 rebounds and 3 blocks and no turnovers, but didn't shoot it particularly well. And Brunson shot it a lot better, 12 of 25. You know what will get lost in all this? Because they won, and he did a lot of great things. I'm not bagging on Brunson, but I don't understand the thinking on the inbound. You got a 7'4" guy running at you, and you also got help, which that cost him. That was Fox leaving Anunoby, who got a free run to the rim to tip it in. But I don't understand the inbound play. They had 5 seconds left, and you don't need a 3, so I was really curious about the thinking of him just settling for a 30-footer. And I realize he's been magical, but that didn't seem like a very smart play to run at the end of the game.
That's not what I thought would happen either. I thought that he would work his way in a little bit. And but here's the thing. How do you allow a free run at the rim for Anunoby?
From the inbounder.
How does that even happen?
He inbounded the ball.
I know Fox went to help double team.
Because Fox didn't box him out, because Fox left him for no apparent reason.
He didn't even not box him out. He wasn't even anywhere near him.
No, but not in the vicinity. And again, it still took a miraculous play. I mean, it was a miraculous tip. If you run that play back 10 times, he maybe tips it in 3. I mean, it was a really tough play. So, again, but there were a lot of mistakes along the way. I mean, Wembanyama missed a couple of big free throws late. You had a blown layup by Fox.
Got turnover after turnover.
Yeah, I mean, you could say that. It's easy in hindsight to say that, and he's getting bagged on because of it. But, I mean, if you make it, you're up 3. I mean, I don't think it's a terrible play, and maybe he felt like he had more space from Anunoby. Anunoby's the MVP last night, though, for sure. I mean, between the tip-in and the defensive play there. And just he's been great. I mean, again, his overall numbers were really good, too. 33 points on 10 of 15, 7 of 9 from 3. And he had a couple where, he had one in the corner that Wemby was running at him. He drilled it. I mean, he's phenomenal. He's very unassuming, in the way he moves around and the way he talks afterwards. It was very impressive. But that one, obviously, in a game like that, it could have gone the other way pretty easily.
It's amazing to be able to weather the storm. I thought the game is over after Towns picks up his 3rd foul. You can barely even be out there in the first half. The guy that really is as good as Anunoby is, as good as Jalen Brunson is, and Bridges, the difference maker for them can really be Karl Anthony Towns with his athleticism and size at the same time. But then he's not even on the court, and just to be able to weather that. I mean, to say weather that storm, did they really weather that storm? They got blown out in the first half.
Yeah.
Well, Anunoby stepped in that role. He took over what Towns would have done. And, I mean, to your point on the three-pointer, Justin, that's super surprising to see, too, because they had time to draw up a little bit of a play.
Yeah.
They had an inbound. And you're right, only up by 1, and it wasn't a good look. We'd be having a whole different conversation. We'd be like, why would that be your final shot of the game? That would be the conversation instead of, the tip-in, obviously.
I haven't heard one person mention it. And I'm like, you don't need a 3 there. Why would you take a 3? And then you gave them enough time to get a shot up at the end and a pretty good look. And somebody pointed it out on social media I saw. If Karl Anthony Towns doesn't get a fingertip on that and that pass is thrown in cleanly, I'm not sure that Josh Hart gets there in time to make the defensive play.
Mm-hmm.
So, again, it's a lot of what could have been, but I will not be surprised if we're back in New York, for another game. So, we'll see.
Text line reminds us of the Michael Qualls dunk on Kentucky, the way that game finished. There was a little bit of that feel, even though it wasn't a buzzer beater like Qualls' dunk was.
And then Kentucky did get a possession, but they threw the ball up into the scoreboard.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
So that was pretty fun. Yeah, it was just amazing. And again, for it to be an NBA Finals game is just remarkable. So
the Fox stuff is so frustrating. And, I mean, you sent that clip this morning, too, of all the mess-ups he had. It was a lot.
Yeah, the bad
really
passes.
Bad shots. Really bad shots.
Really bad passes and really bad shots.
Yeah.
I mean, he did a couple of I'm James Harden, watch me go. And it's like, dude, you're not. And also, the passes were just – he threw a pass that was just like Wemby's pass earlier in the series where he basically threw it to nobody, assuming that they would be watching for a pass. It's like you have the ball in good standing across midcourt. You're not being pressured. And you have a guy who's just crossing midcourt, and then kind of threw it between two guys. It was really weird. He just had a bad night.
And he's the vet. He's the vet on the team. That's why you brought him in. All your other dudes are like 20, 21, 22. He's the oldest guy. They paid him $50 million a year, I think, to come in for this.
They need to ride Harper a little more. That's your guy. He was good last night.
And he was better.
With every great comeback, the choke job goes along with it.
Sure. And this was particularly egregious. I don't always want to combo it, but I think in this case for sure. There was a lot of mishandling by San Antonio.
A lot of missed threes in a row, too.
Yeah,
missed threes,
kept shooting threes.
Careless turnovers. The free throws that Wemby missed at the end, to me, that looked like somebody that felt the crowd at that moment, that felt the moment. That looked like, what is he, 22?
And he's 80-something percent?
Exactly. He's got such a beautiful shot. To me, at that moment, I think he felt the pressure.
You know what's amazing? They missed 3 free throws as a team, and he missed all 3 of them.
How about the idea that what did it have? Their first turnover in 3 minutes into the second quarter? And to be able to take care of the ball with such precision for the first half of the game, and then to just be the complete opposite when it was wet, sticky bum time. Was that our phrase from yesterday?
It wasn't wet.
It was just sticky bum time.
I added the wet. That makes it obvious. That makes it even a bigger moment.
Squeaky, not sticky.
Squeaky.
You don't want sticky bum.
No.
You want squeaky bum.
Wet sticky bum has got to be something else.
They had wet squeaky bum because they were peeing their pants.
Very
I
true.
think that's Phil's point.
That's the young in them, right? They're the youngest team to ever make the finals. This is where it keeps coming out. Is they just aren't handling it well at the end of games or in specific situations, and it's biting them in the ass.
Here's Wemby after the game.
Can you just explain how that thing fell apart in the fourth quarter?
I think it began before that.
Third row on the left.
Can't really explain it right now. I don't know. I think it's just, execution, greediness, some sort. We clearly weren't the most hungry in the second half.
I like how the moderator tried to move on. He's like, "No, I'm going to finish answering. I'm just thinking." I like that. He was good. I mean, look, that's a hard job. That's harder probably than shooting those free throws. I mean, to sit up there and take that and have to answer questions about why you guys blew it.
You see games sometimes where it's just like every decision, every move, every instinct is the right instinct, and it just feels like everything flows perfectly. And then for it to go a total 180, I think that's why they just can't explain what happened, because everything looked like it came so easy in the first half. And then everything just falls to crap.
Yeah.
I mean, it went, not just didn't, it went in the exact opposite manner that you wanted each of these plays to go to.
I also want to say, too, and I know there are people who like to write off the NBA, and there are also people who are going to question the data, and that's fine, too, if you want to. But the game previously was the most watched NBA Finals Game 3 since 1998, according to the information I've got here.
That's wild.
23.8 million viewers, peaked at 26.3 in the fourth quarter. So it's the largest television audience since Super Bowl 60 on February 8th. Bottom line is, people are captivated by this matchup. New York being in the finals is a huge deal. When Benyama is transcendent maybe to some degree, and again, he's still early in his career. I mean, if you are the commissioner right now, you're feeling pretty good about what's happening.
Don't sleep on the fact that the Knicks are one of the teams as being a major reason why. I mean, how many people live in New York and just the area itself? And there's a draw to New York fandom. In an odd way, it's like if 2 teams from New York City are playing in the championship, the whole country's not going to be all fired up about it. Remember the Subway Series?
Sure.
Mets and Yankees didn't get great ratings. But this is different. This is a lot different.
Yeah, and if you're a Spurs fan, on the flip side of that, obviously you're bummed about this and you're wondering what could have happened. But man, you're set for a long time with these dudes.
You wouldn't have had these ratings if it was the Thunder against the Knicks, would you? The Wemby factor that he's so unique has to be a main reason why.
Correct.
I won't say anything negative about SGA, but I don't know that he moves the needle for the casual fan as much as a 7'4" guy who can do what Wemby does. You know?
Especially seeing that they won last year. People have already kind of turned on OKC pretty quickly this year. They were done with them pretty quickly.
Just on Chet, I think.
Well, true.
We got some news yesterday in the world of college football, which should always be the lead story probably, so that's my fault for not opening the show with that. But we got game times and slots for Arkansas moving forward, and some of those we already knew. The North Alabama game at 3:15, which, again, first game of the year, should be nice and cool. Utah at 9:15, which they've already complained about. Georgia coming back at 11 the next week. Short rest. Obviously, Yurichek's upset about that. We got the Tulsa start time for September 26th, which is 7 p.m. You're welcome. It's going to be a stream game, SEC Network Plus. October 3rd at A&M is going to be in the 2:30 to 7 window, as is Tennessee and Fayetteville the following week. At Vanderbilt, the 17th, same window for Missouri. So a lot of midday to early evening games, boys. I mean, if you're Arkansas, that's a good little stretch there of games where you're in that 2:30 to 7 window, so 4 games in a row. Early game at Auburn, which is great. Road game, the 7th of November. You can't complain about that if you're Arkansas. You've got 2 11 o'clock games, basically, outside of the Georgia game. South Carolina's a 2:30 to 7 window at home. In Austin, at Texas, it's 2:30 to 3:30 window. And then the LSU game is an early one, but whatever. You're not going to have much of a crowd the day after Thanksgiving anyway, or 2 days after Thanksgiving, unless you happen to be a lot better than people are anticipating. So I think, all in all, if you're Arkansas, as much as you complained about
all the 11s,
the turnaround between the Utah and the Georgia game, overall, you got to be pretty happy with the assignments there.
People get all worked up if they don't see an immediate night game on the schedule. I just don't know how you could expect that you would get one. Yeah. So I'm with you on this. Like, there's the possibility. There's a lot of wait and see. You know, if you find a way to pull off an upset or two before you get into November, you know, maybe you get a night game against South Carolina. Until then, I'm just not sure if you do. Thankfully, though, the Tulsa game. So that's the one game that the administration gets to control, 7 o'clock.
Sure. The first game of the SEC season will be played at 7 o'clock on September 3rd, a Thursday night. UAPB travels to Columbia, Missouri to take on the Tigers.
Can we look into the flex as being like the SEC maybe thinks will be okay? Or might surprise a little bit? Or is that more just we don't know what to do with you. We'll just kind of have it here?
That, to me, is what the flex is all about. We're not quite sure to at least make of one of those teams.
Sure.
What do you make of Arkansas versus South Carolina? I don't think you know what to make of either of those teams. Vanderbilt may even be in the same idea.
Yeah, I'm not sure what you expect from Vanderbilt this coming year. Can they keep it up? And Clark Lee's already surpassed expectations.
Well, how much of it is Diego Pavia?
Right.
And how much of it is Clark Lee and NIL and everything else, you know, that goes into a team? Or how much of it was the attitude of the quarterback?
I mean, maybe the next guy will be better. Who knows? Maybe
Jared Curtis?
Yeah.
He's the freshman that was supposed to commit to Georgia that chose Vanderbilt last day, and big surprise. You know, is you going to have a freshman starting quarterback in the SEC? Have fun.
The Missouri game is also homecoming and on Halloween, which is pretty cool.
For Arkansas and Missouri?
Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So do you want that to be a night game?
Yeah, of course. I think Halloween, you always want a night game.
Halloween at night that's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I mean, it does suck if you got little kids when it's actually on Halloween.
That is true.
Now, I have teenagers that want to go to the football games, but they also want to trick-or-treat with their friends.
Are they still in dress-up age for that? Or are they just like, hey, go give me some candy?
My son still wants to do, like, dress up with me, like a theme.
How old's Gabe?
Oh, nice.
He just turned 14.
Yeah, he's outside the window of door-to-door, I think, for me. And now, if a 14-year-old shows up my door, I'll give him candy, but I just think that's
Well, if you're dressed up, though, with your dad, I think that's a way cooler way
That's
to
the
do
thing,
it,
is if he wants to do Doc Brown and Marty McFly again, like we did that 2 years ago.
Are you really going to go door-to-door with him?
If he asks, no, because I'll be at the Arkansas-Missouri football game.
That's a good point. Which hopefully he'll be there, and you guys can be dressed up.
But we'll go the night before. We'll just surprise everybody the night before.
Sorry, real quick, which one were you, Doc Brown?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
Crazy hair and everything.
Yeah, that's tough. I mean, because it's going to be a busy Saturday for a lot of football fans, you know?
Because it's Halloween. But there won't be any weddings. Don't worry.
Shh. I've got some friends that are getting married on the one of the Saturdays, and they're getting married here, but UCA's playing at Florida State. And I'm like, well,
can't be there.
Hope you guys have a great time. Sorry I won't be there.
I am your friend. I promise you I am your friend. Has anybody out there, any listeners, gotten married on Halloween?
I'm sure many have.
I need to hear about it.
Okay.
Well, I got married on Friday the 13th.
You did?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yep.
I know someone who got married on Valentine's Day. So that probably has happened a lot.
My sister did too, yeah.
It's a little cheesy. But it's fine. It's okay.
There's going to be a lot of weddings on the 24th, the bye week.
Yeah, that's true.
Be a ton on that one.
A good question today would be, what do you find more off-putting, outdoor weddings in the middle of summer or weddings on football Saturdays?
You can pull up your phone. You can't beat the heat. The heat is the worst way to do that. I used to DJ weddings, and they would do outdoor, 3 p.m. weddings, and nobody danced. Nobody wanted to party. Everybody was gone within 2 hours. It was a nightmare. All of them, without fail.
I'm a sweaty guy, and my best friend got married 21 years ago, in the Bahamas, outdoors, and when you look at the photos of the wedding,
everybody's melting.
It's not that everybody's melting it. It looks like all the men are lactating through their shirts.
Sure. That looks like melting.
It was really nasty.
Yeah, I've done it. I officiated my first wedding in Cancun when my nephew got married. He's my godson, too. And it was hot. I was at least under a little bit of cover. The people that were at the wedding on the beach were sitting there baking. I felt bad for them, but I was like, well, I'm glad I got some shade over here. But I was wearing a full suit, and it was hot. Yeah, it was rough. But we survived. But I'd much rather have done that than have it happen in a Saturday during the fall when I couldn't go. I think it's if you're in a southern state and you know college football is king, you are insane to schedule a Saturday wedding during football season. It's completely irresponsible.
You're a little different because you can't go. Y'all are traveling for games.
It doesn't matter. I don't want to miss games on Saturdays. They're sacred. There's like 15 weeks. It's sacred time of the year.
You're
just
saying
don't
this just
schedule.
as a fan, not as a broadcaster, not as somebody that works for a team.
Yes, exactly.
I agree, but you can have it up. I've been to a wedding where they've got a TV going, where the guys are huddled around the Hunter Henry. I was at a wedding for the Hunter Henry, the heave.
Oh, the heave.
What you need, Justin, is you need more Jewish friends because we have weddings on Sundays.
Yeah.
Then you're going to be upset about not being able to watch the Packers. I got married on a day that the Steelers and Packers were playing in 2005, and all of my friends, this was like early days of smartphones, and we were getting score updates during the wedding.
No. Did Pittsburgh win?
I believe they did, yes. Okay. I think there was a Troy Polamalu interception of a Brett Favre pass that might have – my Steeler fandom has outlasted my marriage.
Well, that's a lot of people are guilty of that, exactly. Yeah, I just don't think either one's very good. Well, there's our question of the day today. What'd you cook up today?
The question of the day today is, are you watching the NBA Finals?
Because a lot of people are.
And that's why I brought it up, because the ratings are so amazing, but yet there's still I'll never it really hit me when we were at the Ferris Center 2 days ago.
Yep.
And Coach Swift says that he does not watch any NBA, and then Coach Lewis from Little Rock Central is all about it. He watches every single moment of it. He probably watched a replay of the game last night.
But Coach Swift did say he's watching the finals.
Yes. So I wonder how many people are actually watching the finals, because I am. And I have not watched NBA basketball all year long, and I'm entertained by this series. That's why I stayed up to watch it yesterday, because I was thinking to myself, I know the Knicks have come back from a huge deficit before. That's what started this crazy, or it's one of the wins of this crazy win streak. I don't think it started the win streak, but it's against Cleveland. Mm-hmm. So it's not a team you can give up on.
100%. By the way, speaking of air conditioning, I think ours might be a little bit of fritzy. I'm a little bit concerned.
And the TV.
Yeah, we got issues in here. It's always something.
I'll go get some ice and throw it on you.
If it's a problem, we need to get it fixed. That's an issue.
As we're talking about weddings outdoors in the summer.
Yeah, I don't like a hot studio either. I need cold. I need bright. FanDuel, in partnership with Oaklawn Sports, now available right here in the great state of Arkansas, and the biggest soccer stage in the world this summer. You can get in on the action with our friends at FanDuel, in partnership with Oaklawn Sports. They are changing the soccer game with a feature built for soccer fans, because sometimes your player gets subbed out and your bet goes with them. It can happen at any moment. 1 minute they're on the pitch, and the next thing you see, they're on the bench. But with FanDuel's Super Sub, if your player is subbed out, your bet stays in. So your player leaves the match, and your bet automatically continues with the substitute player. Interesting. So whether the action happens early, late, or deep into stoppage time, you're still in it for the whole game until the final whistle. Visit FanDuel.com/Arkansas to get started now. FanDuel, again, working closely with our friends at Oaklawn Sports. Let there be goals this summer on FanDuel, and it all gets underway today. Pretty exciting stuff. Must be 21 and present in Arkansas. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. We're back after this. We'll take some of your calls, 501-661-1037. Got one coming in now. And your text line is open, same number, thanks to our friends at Middleton Heat and Air, and our live fan feedback through our Listen Live button, also available. And that is brought to you by Rainbow Restoration.
Are you still on the sidelines? Then it's time you suit up and get in the game. Download Arkansas's favorite sports wagering app, Bet Saracen, today.
This is SportsCenter.
Arkansas basketball coach John Calipari was among those who saw history last night at Madison Square Garden.
Brunson pulls a quick three. Off the front rim, no. Tip it, good! good for the lead with 1.2 seconds to go. OG Anunoby flying out of nowhere. And this place is rocking at the Garden.
That was Mark Kestisher on ESPN Radio with OG Anunoby's tip-in with 1.2 seconds left that gave New York a 107-106 victory over San Antonio. It's the largest comeback in NBA Finals history. The Knicks trailed by as many as 29 in the third quarter. They'll have a chance to win their first NBA championship since 1973 on Saturday night. I'm Todd Pierce for the Buzz Radio Network.
Political strategist and host of the Sunday Buzz, Bill Vickery, gets in the mix with the guys on Morning Mayhem, courtesy of Arkansas's best Chevy dealers, Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Dugan's Pub is your home for World Cup soccer, including the 3rd Street Merchants Association World Cup Block Party. This Friday night at 6, the 3rd Street Entertainment District will be blocked off for the U.S. men's game. Beer stations outside with cocktails from Dugan's, Dizzy's, Copper Grill, and Lucky Lou's. Burgers and dogs from the grill or food to go from all the merchants. Special thanks to the Little Rock Convention and Visitors Bureau, Michelob Ultra, Wheel Horse Whiskey, Toucan Cocktails, Four Craft Cocktails, Windrock Automotive, and the 3rd Street Merchants Association.
Hi folks, it's Chris Zender here at Frank Fletcher Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sherwood. When you're in the market for a new Dodge Chrysler Jeep or Ram, we hope you give us a chance to earn your business. Here's some things to consider. Fletcher Dodge has been family-owned dealer here in Sherwood for over 25 years. We know how to take care of our customers to keep them coming back. Every Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram dealer pays the same price for their vehicles. It's the dealer that makes the difference. We'll give you the best deal up front. No haggling, no arguing. We make it easy to buy a new vehicle, and we'll pay you more for your trade-in. Compare our deal to anybody's, and you'll buy from us. Come see us today for the deal of a lifetime on new Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, or Ram. At Frank Fletcher Dodge, you'll always get the best price, the lowest finance rate, and more for your trade. And we promise you a hassle-free buying experience. We want to be your dealer for life. Shop Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood before you buy anywhere else. Just tell us what you're looking for and we'll make you a deal. Come see us in person at Fletcher Dodge on Warden Road in Sherwood or shop online at FletcherDeals.com.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is John Neighbors. I want to remind all of you Buzz listeners out there to head over to our social media accounts at 1037 The Buzz on Facebook, Twitter, and on YouTube.
Hi, I'm Hunter Bell. When you think about buying a car, we want you to think Bell Chevrolet. Not just because we want your business, but because we want to be on your side. That's what buying a car should look like. Simple, stress-free, knowing you have someone in your corner. We have something for every budget, new or pre-owned. I keep telling y'all it's better at Bell. Now it's time to come find out for yourself. Come see us on Chenal Parkway or shop at bellchevrolet.com. Together, let's drive.
Looking for a lunch spot that's fast, fun, and won't wreck your wallet? Head to Brewski's Pub and Grub with locations in downtown Little Rock and North Little Rock. The Brewski's Babes are serving up ice-cold drinks, smash burgers, loaded fries, wings, wraps, and more. Fast enough for your lunch break and priced right every day of the week. Escape the office and grab lunch with friends. Brewski's, the spot for good vibes, great food, and quick service. Brewski's Downtown and Brewski's North Little Rock open daily at 11. Brewski's, your home for lunch, happy hour, and late night.
There's nothing better than calling the Hogs with your fellow Razorback fans. Now's the time to start making lasting family memories with the Hogs by joining the Razorback Foundation. Annual memberships start as low as $50 per year. The financial support provided by Razorback Foundation members makes a once-in-a-lifetime experience possible for more than 465 student athletes. Your gifts provide scholarships, academic support, training and nutrition, as well as professional and personal development assistance. Razorback Foundation members earn access to season tickets, priority seating and parking, tailgating, invitations to exclusive coaches and player events, as well as discounts to local restaurants and Hog Heaven stores. Your support will help the Razorbacks continue the path of success and bring home even more SEC and national championships. Text JOIN to 479-349-4313 or visit RazorbackFoundation.com for more information. That's JOIN to 479-349-4313. Can't wait to see you on the Hill. Go Hogs! Looking for burgers, barbecue, beer, bourbon, ball games, and brunch? Look no further than Washita Bar and Grill, 915 Central Avenue in beautiful downtown Hot Springs. Washita Bar and Grill, family and pet friendly, with indoor and outdoor seating available. Bingo Bango Brunch, served on Sundays from 11 till 3, with live music Thursday through Saturday. Take a look on Facebook to see what events they've got going on this week, and join the fun at Washita Bar and Grill, Central Avenue, downtown Hot Springs.
This Saturday is a big day for Mayflower because Clayton Homes will be celebrating their grand opening. And to help kick things off, the boys from Morning Mayhem will be there from noon till 2. So let Baz and Roger help you find your brand new dream home. And if you find one to purchase that day, you'll walk away with a $500 gift card. It all happens this Saturday from the all-new Clayton Homes of Mayflower.
Let's get back to more of the show in the Oaklawn Hot Springs studio with your hosts, Justin Acri and Phil Elson.
Just say it'll be good, man.
It'll be good, man. On the Buzz Radio Network.
Knicks were down as many as 29. Anunoby gets it into Brunson. Brunson pulls a quick three. Off the front rim, no. Tip it, good! For the lead with 1.2 seconds to go. OG Anunoby flying out of nowhere. And this place is rocking at the Garden.
The decision by Jalen Brunson to go that quickly is enormous, Kesty, because it opened up exactly that. You have to give yourself 2 chances to win. A shot at the bucket, and then give your teammate a chance. And oh, gee, oh my!
Good call. That was on the radio.
Is that Doris? I knew they took her off TV. I didn't know she was doing radio. Good.
That's the radio version. We heard the TV version earlier, and poor Mike Breen didn't get to say bam because it was a tip-in. I guess he could have, but he didn't.
You get a soft bang for a tip-in. Bang.
I say bam. Bang, yes, thank you.
So that's why Brunson shot as deep of a three as he did, right?
He wanted to get the Mike Breen call?
The ultimate bang.
Yeah, that would have been something. Other NBA news, by the way, I've already told you about the ratings being really good. I'm sure they were through the roof last night, too. Darius Acuff Jr. has been invited to the green room. Not ours, unfortunately, but he is going to be at the green room for the NBA draft, which is going to be in Brooklyn, June 23rd and 24th. Boy, New York truly is the center of the basketball universe, isn't it, right now? According to a report from Jeremy Woo of ESPN, the Woo Report, he'll be joined by A.J. DeBonta, Darren Peterson, Cameron Boozer, Caleb Wilson from North Carolina, Wagler from Illinois, and a whole bunch more. So congratulations to him. Just being invited is a good thing.
Where have you seen him in the mocks?
Top 10. I mean, I think the bigger question is going to be where does Malik go? You know,
back of the first
Into
round.
the first, yeah,
early.
early
I hope for him it's back of the first round.
Yeah, he's a really intriguing prospect, I think. Speaking of prospects, Davion Thompson. We were talking about this guy on the break. Rated as a top 25 member of the 27 class, could change his commitment or his enrollment to 26. He's at Link Academy in Branson, 6'2", 179, and he is one of the top recruits in the country. Averaged over 21 points a game for the 17 and under Chicago-based Mean Street squad in the Nike EYBL this spring, and he shot 45.5%, including 51.9% from the three-point line. That is
crazy.
Disgusting. What's that noise I'm hearing in the background?
He'll fit in well, won't he?
Are you playing music in your...
I'm not. It's coming down from all the way down the hall.
That's some rock and roll, man.
That's some annoying. Anyway.
Better?
That's cool. Yes, thank you. Appreciate that. Some texts from our friends at Middleton Heat and Air. Again, you can send it at 501-661-1037 if you like. You can hit us up on our live fan feedback. Thanks to Rainbow Restoration.
Hey, this deal with Thompson, like he may reclassify to 2026.
Mm-hmm.
He may end up being a Razorback on this next year, which means that's somebody that you would develop. That means you get 2 years, because he's not going to be going to the NBA as an 18-year-old, right?
Who knows?
That would be my expectation.
I hope he's good enough to.
Right.
From the 501, I'm a Knicks fan. I went to bed at halftime. You're not alone. I was just talking to my buddy, and he and his son gave up on the game too.
I just wonder how many fans left the building.
Yeah, that's a good question.
If you spend all that money?
I don't think you leave a game like that.
You can't.
No. Hubby and I got married July 4th, says Rebecca. We wanted a date that neither of us would forget. Well, that's lazy. My son and daughter-in-law were married the day of the Bama-Arkansas game, and I was livid at first, but when I found out it was a night game, it was all good since the wedding was an early afternoon wedding. Okay, cool. The worst is if you get married on the first Saturday of football season. It's hotter than hell, and you got football. Hey, Phil, my anniversary's Halloween. I did it so I wouldn't forget the date. You guys are really lazy. It's hilarious to me.
I mean, what? But you're just telling me you can't remember...
You can't remember when you got married?
March 21st?
That's
or whatever?
Insane to me.
November 5th or 6th. See, I'm like 12 years Is it 12 years? 10 years divorced. I'm a little confused. Was it November 5th or November 6th? I can't remember which one. Have to go back and check.
I watch the NBA as much as I watch golf or soccer. 0, this person says. Well, you're missing out. I hate that for you because golf and soccer are both pretty exciting. Jason in Houston, I don't care about the modern NBA, but I love sports, so I just watched the 20-minute full game highlights recap on YouTube each night of the finals. Okay, Jason. That's fine.
I know people that watch, well, they watch some college football games like that.
This is funny. Steve says, I got married on the 4th of July. 3 years and a day later, I got divorced on the 5th. Guess what? Guess when I shoot fireworks for independence, says Steve. That is funny as crap. I got a friend that had to get married on a Saturday, first day of deer season, so no football, no deer hunting for him till he got rid of her. Okay, like hit her body, or what are we talking about? Phil, you and your son should be Rick and Morty.
Pretty much the same costume, I think.
Yeah,
not a show I watch, but for you, I think that's the same costume, just wild white hair.
I think he wanted to be Luke and Darth.
That's not bad.
That could work.
You should be Leia. He could be Luke. He could be Leia.
Oh, I don't fit in the bikini.
What about Han Solo? You're not tall enough to be Darth Vader.
I'm not handsome enough to be Han Solo either. I could be Jabba. Or Darth. Give me a helmet.
You're not tall enough, and you're not fat enough to be Jabba.
That's true.
You keep working on it. Wemby deserves every bit of what's happening. Karma comes back around. He plays dirtier than Draymond Green. Not true. And is idolized instead of hated. I'm glad he had that egg busted on his head leaving MSG.
Did you see the video of someone throwing an egg at him?
It's ridiculous.
It is.
Come on, people.
We know it wasn't Geno Smith.
You don't think
it
hit
him?
him?
Yeah.
That's funny. Are you buying that Taylor Swift is a diehard Knicks fan? I don't know about that, but I listen. I saw Kevin Kelly flipping out on social media. I liked it. The Stevie Nicks fan.
It's
shirt.
cute.
Yeah, it's funny.
It was really cute. But the Haim girls that are sitting there with her.
Who are they?
It's the band Haim. It's two sisters. I don't remember their first names, but their last names.
I was more worried about.
Yeah, she was with two. It's three.
It's
in the band,
two of them that are there.
Detective Benson was there. That's all I was worried about.
One of them was in that movie Licorice Pizza that I wanted to see, but I haven't seen it.
The PTA.
But they're L.A. girls, right? They're from Los Angeles.
Yeah, I think this was. I don't think Swift's a big fan either. I think it's more like, hey, you want to pay this and be seen on TV? And she said, yeah.
Hey, I have a couple $1 billion laying around. You guys want to go to the NBA Finals
and hang out with a bunch of other famous people?
I am pricing World Cup tickets, and they aren't quite NBA Finals pricey.
Is this like mortgage price?
They ain't cheap.
I found some for Kansas City last weekend of June. I'm going.
I'm going.
What are you paying him?
You're going to be by yourself.
That's fun.
Well,
I can't wait.
I'm not going until Friday night, so we're good. I'll be here. The game is at Saturday.
The game I'm going to is Thursday.
Okay, you're seeing a better one than I am, I think. I'm seeing like Algeria, Austria, or something.
We're going to Netherlands and Tunisia.
Netherlands will be dope to watch.
I was going to say Netherlands is going to be a hot ticket.
They're a fun team.
Should I dress neutral or should I wear something team-oriented? Should we just go buy, Natalie and I go buy a head-to-toe orange?
Orange, yeah. Go orange.
I think we are.
They're known for having a huge turnout at any traveling Euros, World Cup, all that.
Sorry.
Huge.
Is Tunisia blue? What color are they?
Do not know.
Okay.
I'm not sure if you're tall enough to be Dutch, Justin. I think on average, Netherlands is the tallest country on Earth.
Yeah, well, they have short people too.
Their players
have to go
very
find
large.
them.
I mean, all the Italian people I grew up with are 5'8", but guess what? They have 7-foot people in Italy too. So
they have more per capita in the Netherlands, though.
I'll give you that. Did you guys see Coach Cal at the game last night?
With Happy Gilmore.
That was cool, man.
I thought that was so cool when they're showing the reaction of all the famous people there, and there's the coach of the Arkansas Razorbacks, front and center.
I wonder how much he paid for his seat.
Well, I also was thinking about, like, how does he rank compared to the rest of the millionaires and billionaires there in what he's making per year? $10 million a year to be the Razorback coach is probably a pittance compared to what a lot of those others are making.
To a lot of them, yeah, but to some, I'm sure that's still a pretty good chunk of money.
Like Seinfeld himself, just from Seinfeld royalties.
He's not in their realm. I mean, Ben Stiller's making $20 million a picture probably. So, right. Yeah, but I mean, there are still people. I guarantee there are people that got really good seats that make $5 million a year. Don't you think?
Yeah, well, because
that's still a lot of money. That's what I heard.
You got the money to spend on a ticket like that, then.
Justin, you don't have a hair on your bag. I'm going to say if you don't wear a USA outfit to the Netherlands game, says John Mark. I don't see the point of that.
Yeah, there's no point to doing that. What are you going to do? Wear an Alabama shirt to a Razorback Tennessee game?
Body paint orange, and that's all you need. I don't think that's going to be good for anybody.
You would, if you wore USA gear, you would not be even remotely close to the only person there that does that.
No, I agree, but I don't see the point of it. I'd rather just dress neutral.
It's more of like a fan event for the whole day.
Do you want a rooting interest in it? Do you want to root for a team while you're there?
Yes, I've always hated Tunisia. I have a real beef with them.
Well, they're simply easy then.
I'm going to actually just dress for the team that I think is going to win. I'm generally with Coach Swift and don't watch much NBA. I'm a huge overall sports fan, so I know a lot of the players, but just don't follow it week to week. And I know what's going on at the finals, but I'm not watching, says Billy. That's fair. Again, I'm not going to try to talk you into that or the World Cup, but I think you're missing out. I think it's super fun if you like sports.
There's not much else on. It's the summer.
Yeah. This is my opinion only, says Kit. Everything we get here is. That's okay. It appeared to me that the NBA was doing everything possible to extend the championship to as many games as possible. However, it didn't work. After 55 seconds, they neutralized New York's threat to the San Antonio's next big name. The first possession, they called a bogus foul on Karl Anthony Towns. The next possession, a foul was called on Wembanyama. They challenged. They called a hook and hold, which I guess I could make an argument for. It was a little soft.
Oh, I thought that was really soft.
He had to be benched for foul, da-da-da-da. Yeah, listen, that's fine, kid. I don't think they're trying to fix the games over it, but... Justin, could you even point out Tunisia on a globe? I know it's in Africa. At least I think it is.
I think I could.
Sam's Club has 2026 FIFA World Cup t-shirts. I ain't giving FIFA $1. They can buy my ass. The back shows all the stadium locations similar to a concert T-shirt. Great for being neutral. Nah. I agree with you, John, but if it's going to FIFA, I can't have it.
Screw FIFA. All the homies hate FIFA.
Did I hear a John Neighbors spot? Yes, you did. John Neighbors is no longer with us. He's alive, just not at the Buzz. When we changed our system over, some of the things did not get deleted out or were recreated out of the archives.
It'll all work itself out.
John Mark, I don't think I have to wear red, white, or blue to prove that I love America. So I appreciate you. Rebecca says it's not lazy. This is from the woman who got married on 4th of July. Cool. All right.
Tunisia is in North Africa. Their capital is Tunis. And their official language is Arabic.
There's a song written about it called
Night in Tunisia. I played it in jazz band in high school. It's a great song.
It's really cool, yeah. What instrument?
Jazz flute? No.
You play jazz flute?
No, I play...
You play jazz flute for us?
For little sissy girls. I played trumpet.
Very good.
Very loudly. I didn't say I played it very good, but
really
I played.
Loud instrument.
Yeah.
When it's not played properly.
We were, I don't want to brag, but we were pretty good in jazz band. We were state jazz champs a couple times when I was in school.
There was a competition?
Yes.
Jazz competition.
Yes, we also won a lot of marching band competitions that I was in.
Do the rest of this band also despise Tunisia for some purpose?
No, we loved it. We thought that was a cool song.
They're all going to root for the Netherlands.
I just think they're going to win. So maybe I should root for the underdog. I'm usually an underdog guy. Hey, let's find out more about Tunisia's team, and let's find out about what colors they wear. And then I also need to find out who is home and who's away. Moose, can we dig in on that?
So you know what side of the stadium to buy a ticket on?
Yeah, because they're super expensive on one side, and they're super expensive on the other side, too.
River Valley Tractor is here to help you turn your dream projects into reality. You love your land, and you have plans for it. During Kubota Orange Days, you'll love the great deals on their versatile, reliable lineup. Stop in today for the best deals of the year. Now through June 30th, 0% financing available or save up to $5,500 on select compact tractors. Sale ends soon. Go to rivervalleytractor.com for more information.
Dugan's Pub is your home for World Cup soccer, including the 3rd Street Merchants Association World Cup Block Party. This Friday night at 6, the 3rd Street Entertainment District will be blocked off for the U.S. men's game. Beer stations outside with cocktails from Dugan's, Dizzy's, Copper Grill, and Lucky Lou's. Burgers and dogs from the grill or food to go from all the merchants. Special thanks to the Little Rock Convention and Visitors Bureau, Michelob Ultra, Wheel Horse Whiskey, Toucan Cocktails, 4 Craft Cocktails, Windrock Automotive, and the 3rd Street Merchants Association.
Catch the Buzz's ticker on our social media platforms presented by Luxury Pool and Spa in Conway and Russellville, celebrating 50 years in business. LuxuryPoolArkansas.com.
Welcome back to The Zone, live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs studio with your hosts, Justin Acri and Phil Elson.
I'd listen to that on the radio.
On 103.7 The Buzz.
Yeah, I mean, at the top of the list, just in terms of obviously the circumstances and the stakes of what we're playing for, and to put as much good work into that first half as we did and get the lead that we had and not finish the job is
fourth row
disappointing
second.
to say the least.
That was Mitch Johnson. What is up with this moderator trying to save the Spurs from answering tough questions? They make millions and millions of dollars a year. They can answer a couple of tough questions after they crap the bed in the NBA Finals. Will you calm down, bro?
I would think that if your job is being a moderator, then one thing you've got to be really good at is identifying the pregnant pause and letting it lie.
Right.
Kevin Trainor's really good at that.
Yeah.
Did you see, by the way, Kevin was inducted into the College Sports Communicators Hall of Fame. Well-deserved.
It was announced a while back that was happening, yeah.
He just got inducted. I think it was over the weekend.
Okay, good. Good for him. Kevin's one of the good ones, man, no doubt about it. It is 10:51. If you want to join us today, 501-661-1037. And tomorrow we've got not only World Cup games, and by the way, they start today. We can go through the matchups here in a second. But we've also got the College World Series beginning. What's our rundown tomorrow? Do you know off the top of your head, Phil?
Our rundown of the games for tomorrow?
Yeah, look those up while you do. I'm going to tell you about UAMS and talk about shoulders and elbows. And our friends at UAMS help take care of shoulders and elbows, not only for the Razorbacks, but also for the Little Rock Trojans, who we visited with one of their docs not too long ago. But Dr. Hill, Dr. Rabinowitz, and a whole bunch of others at UAMS Health are here to help you if you've got any kind of shoulder or elbow issue or any other kind of orthopedic problem. Help reduce pain, improve function, and help you get back to everyday life with a big smile on your face. As the official orthopedics and sports medicine provider for Razorback Athletics, UAMS Health brings that same expert care to people across Arkansas every day, including you. 501-686-TOSH, 501-686-8674. Schedule your appointment, 501-686-8674. The doctor will see you now. By the way, tomorrow we are at Dugan's Pub, and I hope you can come join us for lunch. We're there 10 to 1. We'll be watching baseball and soccer and coming back for the watch party that night, and they're going to do a whole block party. I really hope the weather cooperates. I know there's a chance of rain the next couple of days, but let's talk about schedules, Phil, and tell me what we're looking at.
All right, at the Chuck tomorrow at 1 o'clock on ESPN, one team will win their first ever game at the College World Series, either the Troy Trojans or the West Virginia Neers. And then at 6 o'clock, also on ESPN, Ole Miss and North Carolina. Who do you want to pick here? I think North Carolina is the more complete of these teams, but I can't fall asleep on Ole Miss with their power, some of the starting pitching they've got. And then on the all-SEC side of the bracket on Saturday, 2 o'clock, Oklahoma and Alabama, 7 o'clock, Texas and Georgia.
The one app I'm looking at here says AM thunderstorms tomorrow, so it should be cleared out well before the 8 o'clock start for the United States. We will also be there hanging out after the show a little bit if you want to come by, and I'll be happy to buy a couple of Guinness for a listener if you come up and say hello. But we're going to be watching Canada, rooting them to victory over Bosnia-Herzegovina.
We're taking both down. They're trying to throw two teams at us.
Seems fair. I mean, Canada's so powerful, Moose.
Lots of big people. Yeah.
So tomorrow, Mexico-South Africa is at 2 o'clock, or tonight, I'm sorry. Mexico-South Africa, 2 o'clock today. And then tonight, you got Czechia and South Korea. And then the Canada game tomorrow at 2, and then the United States. And I heard a guy pronounce it properly today. Paraguay. I was like, it's a lot better the way you say it.
Paraguay.
So I pulled up the schedule for those who care, both of you. And the United States plays basically a week apart in each of their games for the pool play. And, again, they will start tomorrow. And let me find my little stack of information. Here we go. So they play Friday at 8 on Fox. They play the next week against Australia on Friday at 2 o'clock. So I know what we're doing after the show next Friday.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to find a spot at Dugan's Pub probably again and settle in and watch it. And then the following Thursday, is that when I'm going to be gone? Yes.
The 20th?
Yeah, it's the 25th. I'm going to be watching Tunisia and the Netherlands at 6, and then I'll have to find a sports bar somewhere in downtown Kansas City to watch Turkey and the United States. So
I think Turkey is the one. I mean, obviously this is a long way away at this point, but they're the ones that I think we're most worried about in our group.
The Friday game, that makes sense. Friday game for you in Kansas City, Moose, is Algeria and Austria.
Yep.
9 o'clock start on FS1. I'm sorry. Yep, 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock. This is
one.
in Central Time, yeah.
This first match, which is happening in what, 3 hours, or 2? It's 2 o'clock. I don't know what it says here. 2 o'clock Eastern.
Yeah,
or Central.
it's 3 hours. It's at 2 o'clock.
Mexico
Central.
and South Africa.
See?
Like that very much is a little bit like the Knicks playing in the NBA Finals at home for the first time in however, because Mexico's favorite sport is soccer. Their favorite team is El Tricolor, the national team. I don't know the last time that Mexico's actually hosted World Cup. This game is being played in Mexico City. I mean, this is an historic day for Mexican soccer. It's going to be absolutely crazy.
I wonder if it'll be as crazy as what's happening in New York outside the stadium.
Throwing eggs at the players?
Have you seen that stuff? They're just punching and kicking people in Spurs jerseys.
Yeah.
Just literally bloodying people for walking around in Spurs.
This is how I picture
wild.
a regular match in the EPL.
Yeah. You're not supposed to wear the other team's colors. You got to
stupid.
rep your set, I guess. But man,
Justin, I have a friend who's gone one of these games in the EPL. I can't remember what stadium it was, but she tells me that the visiting fans of the fans of the other team, which she was with them, you're basically standing in a cage. You're caged off from the rest of the crowd so that they can't get to you and throw things at you. It's like, do you have this in America?
And they're not even the worst offenders. Anything in South America is going to be, fireworks, shooting at each other, breaking down those fences to fight. They get rowdy.
I have a list here. ESPN asked a panel of 20 reporters to rank the top 15 teams in the World Cup, and the U.S. didn't make the list. But here's the list of the top 15 teams from 15 to 1. See if you guys can get the top couple here. Japan, Croatia, Senegal. Colombia, Belgium, Norway, Morocco. The Netherlands at 8. Germany, 7, Portugal. Top 5, you guys want to guess? And I'll tell you where they are.
We got France, Spain
1, France 2, England 4.
Germany?
No. I already mentioned Germany.
You said 7. Germany already?
South American.
Argentina
3.
Brazil.
And Brazil 5.
Yep. My money's on Portugal, by the way. I'm taking Portugal. I literally
right?
put money on them. Yep.
Did I hear you say Mexico?
They wouldn't be up there either.
No.
They'd be below U.S., I think.
My girlfriend is in Portugal right now. I probably should have her grab some Portuguese soccer gear, just on the off chance they win, so we look cool.
Beautiful South America.
She's in Lisbon right now, so pretty awesome. What?
He's having fun with geography.
I don't think that's where that is, actually, unless I was misled. I'm pretty good on maps.
I think if you're going to root for a country, you do need to be able to locate it on a map.
Okay. Got some work to do. We'll be back. I'll do some mapping in the break. We're going to try to run down Tom Murphy. He's busy tomorrow, so we're going to try to get him on at 11:10 after the Red White Report. Stick around.
1037 The Buzz.
You know how I am. You guys know how I am. I don't forget anything.
Crushing all the competition.
So you can take that to the bank.
Hot Springs police say a man accused of killing 3 people in 2020 is in jail in Louisiana. 26-year-old Simon Isaiah Sertuch is being held on unrelated charges. He's accused of killing an 18-year-old whose body was found on Christmas Day, and then a 21-year-old and a 5-year-old days later. And this Saturday's scheduled performance of singer John Legend is being postponed to August. Saracen Casino announced the concert has been postponed due to a death in the entertainer's family. All previous purchased tickets will still be valid, of course. If you do want a refund, you can request those through Ticketmaster or any other ticket site. For these stories and more, you can head to our website, krk.com. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm KRK's Jessica Rockwell.
Out of Bounds Hotline on 1037 The Buzz is presented by D3 Auto Sales, Arkansas's #1 independent used car dealership, specializing in level and lifted trucks. D3AutoSales.com.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center.
Another hot and steamy day for Thursday with mostly sunny skies and highs in the 90s. Feeling like the triple digits. Scattered showers and storms likely Thursday night into Friday morning, pushing into Friday midday and the afternoon in southern Arkansas. Some of those could be on the stronger side. Highs on Friday reach the mid-80s. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm Arkansas Storm Team meteorologist Jenna Warner.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
This is Justin Acri. If shoulder or elbow pain is affecting your daily life, the fellowship-trained physicians at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health are here to help. They offer advanced care for injuries, arthritis, rotator cuff problems, and more, helping you feel better, move better, and get back to everyday life. Call 501-686-TOSH today to schedule your appointment. That's 501-686-8674. The doctor will see you now.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hi, it's Frank Fletcher from the Fletcher Dodge store here in Sherwood. Folks, if you're shopping for a new car or truck, I hope you'll come see us and give us a chance to earn your business. We have huge discounts, 0% financing available, and we'll give you $1,000 over Kelly Blue Book value for your trade-in. Folks, I guarantee you a hassle-free buying experience. And if you've had credit problems in the past, listen to this. We have an easy pre-approval process. Just go to FletcherCredit.com to get started. You can be pre-approved in minutes. It's really not hard. FletcherCredit.com. Folks, we're also still buying cars every day. If you got an old car or truck you want to turn into cash, bring it to Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood and ask for Chris or Andy. Shop Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood before you buy anywhere else. Shop in person or shop online at FletcherDeals.com. Thank you.
Camping season is here, and Razorback Camper Sales in Hot Springs is liquidating all 2026 year model travel trailers and fifth wheels. If you've been thinking about a new trailer, now is the time to buy. One of the many great deals is a 20-foot Salem with bunk beds, power awning, plywood floor, and much more for only $14,990 or $150 a month. Hurry while the selection is good. All these great deals can be seen at RazorbackCamperSales.com.
When the unthinkable happens to your home or business, whether it's damage from smoke, water, fire, or mold, let Rainbow Restoration make you whole again. Their extensively trained team, state-of-the-art equipment, and 24/7 rapid response will help get your life back on track fast. Because this isn't just their service area, it's their home. When you need them, find them at RainbowRestores.com. Rainbow Restoration, where they restore, you recover. Services performed by an independently owned and operated franchise.
Attention Arkansas homeowners, now is the time to replace those old, drafty, energy-wasting windows in your home. Royal Home Improvement is your trusted local source for high-performance, Energy Star-rated Thermo King windows. Beautiful, durable windows manufactured here in Arkansas, made exclusively for our southern climate. Call 1-800-565-1064 for Royal Home Improvement. Take advantage of our spring blowout sale. Save $2,500 on a house full of new windows. Ask about zero-interest financing, senior military discounts. Plus, purchase new windows now and receive a $200 Target gift card. And a bonus. Call 1-800-565-1064 now and receive a $50 Amazon gift card with your estimate. Call 1-800-565-1064. Let me give you that number again. 1-800-565-1064. Or visit us online at royalwindows.com.
Hey, Heath Boothby at Crane Hyundai of Little Rock. With gas being high right now, Hyundai has 6 models under $30,000, all with exceptional fuel economy, gas mileage ranging between 40 and 50 miles to the gallon. Plus, we have up to $4,000 off brand new 2026 Hyundai Palisades, the nicest, sleekest new SUV on the market. Come see me and my team at Crane Hyundai of Little Rock. Visit us online at cranehyundaioflittlerock.com.
You're in the zone. Arkansas's longest-running midday sports talk show, coming to you live from the Oaklawn Racing Casino Resort Studio. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only casino resort.
20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name.
With your hosts, Justin Acri and Phil Elson on the Buzz Radio Network.
Feels so unlike everybody else, alone, in spite of the fact that some people still think that they know, but no, he knows the code. It's not about the salary, it's all about reality and making some noise, making a story, making sure his click stays up. That means when he puts it down, Todd's picking it up. Let's go. Who the hell is he anyway? He never really talks much, never concerned with status, but still leaving him starstruck. Humble through opportunities given despite the fact that many misjudge him because he makes a living from writing raps. Put it together himself, got a picture connects, never asking for someone's help or to get some respect. He's only focused on what he wrote, his will is beyond reach, and now it all unfolds, the skill of an artist. This is 20% skill, 80% fear, be 100% clear, cause Ryder was ill. Who would've thought he'd be the one that set the West in flames? And I heard him wreck it with the crystal method, name of the game. Came back, dropped Megadeth, took him to church. I like Bleach, man. Ryu had the stupidest verse, this dude is the truth. Now everybody giving them guest spots, his stocks through the roof. I heard him with that stuff. This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name. Call him Ryder, he's sick and he's spitting fire, and Mike got him out the dryer, he's hot. Found him in Fort Minor with top, but a nihilist porcupine. He's the type women wanna be with, and rappers hope he gets 8 years in the making, patiently waiting to blow. Now the record with your notice taking over the globe. He's got a partner in crime, this is equally dope. You won't believe the kind of that comes out of this kid's throat. He's not your everyday.
The Red White Report is brought to you by Ortho Now, your walk-in solution for orthopedic care at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health.
I really hate our new system in some ways. I don't like that you can't fade out a song. It sucks. I should have just faded it down and then clipped it out. That was my
Maybe you'll
bad.
grow to love it.
There are things about it I do like. I want to thank Stephen Riffley. Dropped us off a little thank you package for doing our show over at the Hall of Fame golf tournament the other day. Very nice.
You want all my tees and my golf balls?
Oh, I want your balls and your tees, man.
You can have them all.
They're going to end up in a pond near you somewhere, and I can't wait to do it.
Well, better there than just in my closet never being used.
Tell me what's in your closet, Phil, and in the Red White Report.
Well, in my closet right now is that no, I don't have a 17-year-old point guard in my closet. But the Razorbacks got a commitment from 17-year-old point guard Davion Thompson yesterday out of Link Academy in Branson, Missouri. He is from Chicago and was the first sophomore to be named Chicago Sun-Times Player of the Year for the state of Illinois. 6'2", 179, and is expected to potentially reclassify.
Expected to potentially?
I'm thinking he might do it, yes.
He might. Let's just say it that way.
Yeah, he might reclassify after the Nike Peach Jam next month to 2026.
We're almost positive there's a possibility that he's thinking about considering maybe coming to Arkansas a year early if, in fact, the mood strikes.
Right. My feeling is he wants to play in this Peach Jam and then we'll reclassify. It'll be a really interesting dynamic with all of the young guards you've got coming in that are a year older than him and where he would fit in.
The sooner you get to the college level, the sooner you get money from the college level.
Mm-hmm. And there will be plenty of money for him, I'm sure.
No doubt.
As the number 6 point guard in the nation and the number 22 player in the nation, according to Rivals. 3 Razorback baseball players were named All-Americans by the National Collegiate Baseball Writers Association. Ethan McIlvain made second team. Hunter Dietz and Camden Koziel made third team. They are the 39th, 40th, and 41st All-Americans in Razorback baseball history. 19 of them have come since 2018. Hogs also got... Now, I don't think this is a full commitment yet. It's just reported by a Twitter account called Around the Horn SZN that AAC preseason player of the year Dawson Bryce, who is at Charlotte, has committed to Arkansas. He only played in 30 games this year because of a broken hand that caused him to miss a month and a half. 306 average, 3 homers, 25 RBIs. He's got a lot of power, though, over his career, about 2.5 seasons worth 32 home runs. He is a draft-eligible junior, so they're going to have to get him through the draft in order for him to make it to campus. And he is the first infielder commit to Arkansas. Zeb Allen's the first outfield commit, and then 3 pitchers, Ridge Harvey, Lance Alexander, and Micah Henson. Softball got a commitment from Ava Zachary. She played at Notre Dame last year as a freshman and led the Fighting Irish in all these categories. 406 batting average, 56 hits, 13 doubles, 31 knocked in, 474 on base, 609 slugging. She played second base and third base. She is from Mishikawa, Indiana, and was the 2025 Indiana Miss Softball. And Ava is the first portal addition for Courtney Deifel's softball team after they have now lost 8 players in the transfer portal and 8 players are out of eligibility. I think all the other stuff we've covered, Justin. Football got the broadcast windows, and Darius Acuff has been invited to the NBA draft green room, which is pretty much a guarantee.
He's a lottery.
Well, I don't know if it's a guarantee that you're a lottery when you're in the green room, but it's a guarantee you're a first-round pick. How many picks are the lottery?
14, I think it still is. They're changing that number. But
Yeah, that's right. It's going more than that. But I think there were 17 or 18 players invited to the green room and still some more expected.
So a chance to be in the lottery at least.
Well, he's going to be lottery, yeah.
Yeah, he is.
He
but
better
I'm
be.
saying- Yeah, I would think all the guys that are being invited. Trying to run down Tom. Also, the Razorback football schedule, if you missed it earlier when we were talking about it, is we'll call it narrowing the focus, I guess. We've got some game times. The Tulsa game has been set for 7 p.m. in Fayetteville. We already knew the first 3. And the windows are pretty good for the next 4, 2:30 to 7, for at A&M, Tennessee at home, at Vanderbilt, and Missouri at home. At Auburn's an early game at 11. South Carolina's a flex 2:30 to 7 on the 14th in Fayetteville. Austin, Texas, 2:30 to 3:30. And LSU in the finale for Arkansas's 26th campaign is Saturday, November 28th at 11.
So you're guaranteed no more than 3 11 o'clock kickoffs at the most.
Yes.
There are no night games scheduled in the SEC yet.
Correctamundo.
But there still could be, because flex means either afternoon or nighttime. Now, you got the Texas game on the road. That's designated afternoon. That's either 2:30 or 3:30. The early designations are 11 o'clock to 12 o'clock. I think that's also where that weird 11:45 kickoff came from, those early start times. So a lot of flex, which is a lot of wait and see. 5 out of the 8 games that were announced yesterday were flex kickoffs.
Something my friends who over-married say all the time is better than I deserve. How are you doing? Better than I deserve. I think Arkansas' schedule is better than they deserve, I would say.
What do they deserve? 11 o'clock kickoff every game?
Only because there's not a 9 o'clock window, yes.
Well, this is the next thing to start coming out, because the magazines will be coming out soon. We're within that 100-day window, well within the 100-day window. How many publications and preseason lists will have Arkansas 16th in the SEC?
Any one of them worth their salt, I would think. And again, this is not shaded Arkansas. It's a new era, and it's just been a rough run. I'm extremely hopeful. I don't know how optimistic I am, but I'm hopeful for Coach Silverfield that he does well. I hope the season goes well.
I'm hopeful, too, because I do think specifically on defense, I think the defense will be a lot better. But I remember going into last season, Justin, thinking the way I'm hearing about this team talked about feels like they're going to need to win a bunch of 46 to 42 games. And now the way I'm thinking about them is this is going to need to be some 17 to 13 wins. I just don't know how they're going to win games right now.
Yeah. Somebody's trying to call in. I don't know if that's Tom or not. By the way, one other scheduled note, I mentioned it earlier, but Arkansas Pine Bluff will play in the first SEC involved game Thursday, September 3rd on the SEC Network, 7 o'clock at Missouri and Columbia.
Was there a TV show for the schedule for it wasn't even a schedule release. It's what would you call? Because I think SEC Network yesterday, Justin, had a show of it's not even a schedule release. It's just kickoff windows. That's all it is. They're not even telling you the exact start time for these games. It's just kickoff windows. It's like college sports not even the games. It's everything else is all content.
Well, I guess again, anything you can do to create conversation is good. And then we're going to be, 2 weeks away from SEC Media Days? I mean, it'll be here before you know it. Is it 2 weeks? No, is it early July or is it late
It's
June?
usually middle July.
Yeah, so we got a few weeks, I guess. Guy 3 houses down has a Jumbotron set up outside in his driveway. It's at least 8 big screens. The Mexican fans are pumped.
Send me your address. I'll be there.
Let's go.
Here? That's cool.
Yeah.
Get a block party going for it, and everybody shows up. Man, that's awesome.
There's not a chance of rain over the next few days. It's absolutely going to pour, especially Saturday and Friday night and Sunday morning. Okay, thanks. That's helpful. Can I have an Acri lock to wager on for the World Cup? I don't know anything about it, and my locks aren't good. I'm not a good wagerer. I'm not a good predictor.
Last one, we got Messi's first World Cup. He hadn't had one his whole career, and Ronaldo is doing the same thing for Portugal this year. So they're hoping they get him one, and that's where my money is. They got one of the best midfields in the world. So
who does?
Portugal.
Okay.
And they're good odds, too, because they're like 6th or 7th
in the odds
on the list.
Yeah. Justin, my daughter is friends with DJ. Said he's a great guy. That's true. That being said, I'm sure it's refreshing having someone on the show that can talk about more sports than just hog and NFL football and doesn't need 4-syllable words explained to him. DJ's a peach. Leave him alone.
I need a lot of things explained to me, though.
Shot fired.
I know. I know I should just ask you, Amos, but does your hand lock up after swinging the golf club too much? Because mine does. My hand doesn't lock up after that, but...
You just need to do more hand exercises.
I don't want to get into it. I got married April 1st, 37-plus years ago. Had to rent a TV for the Final Four. Wife didn't mind, says Bob. Well, you know what, Bob? You got a good one. Congratulations. I want to hear, this person says, this is Cattleman, some Pat Bradley comebacks and rejoiners. You know what, Cattleman? You stick around long enough, you might. You might get some Nathan Christians in there, too. Who knows? I don't know how far back that thing goes.
I sent Nathan a photo of you and him standing next to each other in the judge garb.
Oh, yeah. That was a good one.
He asked for it so he could convince his son that he used to be in radio.
Yeah. He could still be in radio if he wanted to be.
I think he could.
Out of this year's baseball lineup, who is returning?
Yeah.
Don't know yet?
No, nobody. I mean, maybe Souza comes back if they can convince him to. He's draft eligible. He didn't put up the kind of numbers this year necessarily that would wow anybody. And if the NCAA actually is able to put in this 5-for-5 eligibility, well, then he does have that extra year to use as leverage. So I think Souza could come back because I feel like the shoulder injury, he was really recovered by the end of the season. But if he's fully healthy for a full year, he can hit for so much more power than he did this last year. So maybe Souza.
Shortstop's not on campus?
No.
Catcher?
No.
First base, maybe?
Potentially. Robinette? Potentially. Yeah, but I don't think he's going to go anywhere. You know, and here's the other, so that's the other thing about, too, from Sue. You did not get much power production from the right side of the infield.
Mm-hmm.
Second base should be a power position. First base has to be a power position.
Robinette's, if he's healthy, though, he's got potential.
Potential, but he's been around for 4 years. Now, I'm not saying he didn't have it. He was great at the end of the season in Lawrence, but I don't know to use the word potential with him too often anymore. But I think he's a really good first baseman who could hit better than he did this last year.
Okay, that's where I'm at.
I think he could return, should return, and could pay some real dividends.
Any outfielders off the top of your head that absolutely you're...
Brenton Clark, he was hurt. He didn't play this year, but he might have been a starting outfielder at on a corner spot, but he had a red shirt this year.
What about there was a young guy. Who am I thinking of?
Turner. Christian Turner, potentially. I mean, I think he's going to return. Star material, yeah, there's something interesting about him. I think he can whip that bat around quickly. He's incredibly fast, but it's potential, and I'm not sure, what that means in terms of. I don't know how the coaching staff views that.
Yeah,
they need to get established players who aren't just about maybe there's something more there.
Let's check in with Tom Murphy on the Jim's Razorback Pizza hotline. Appreciate Tom flexing on his schedule. How are you, my friend? What's going on?
I'm doing pretty good, and it's a pleasure to be on with you guys, catching up on some Razorback baseball, sounds like.
Yeah, just trying to figure out roster construction for next year. Again, it's a little early in the game. We're also excited about this potential reclassification of a star guard to add to the list of star guards for Arkansas. Clearly, Coach Calipari is really worried about what's happening with his roster. He's over there watching the NBA Finals and kicking it with his former players. So, what a gig.
Yeah, he was prominent on the, he got a big recruit or big commitment. He was on TV last night, and it was a good night for Cal. Other than, I think De'Aaron Fox played at Kentucky one year. He made a bad decision in the last few seconds.
He I can smell the game that he had last night. He stunk last night, Tom. Let's just call it like it is. He was rough on a lot of plays, and somebody was mean enough to put a compilation together of all his goofs last night. So it's a tough deal. He did not have a particularly good night, but anyway. So, yeah, we talked about this. I think Musselman was good about staying in the public eye. Obviously, Coach Cal is well-respected, and people like having him on their shows, TV and radio both, and he's a more than willing participant. So there is ancillary benefit, I got to think, as a head coach to doing those types of things.
Oh yeah, I mean it works in recruits' homes. They know him. I mean, I was mowing the grass yesterday thinking about what coaches were in blue chips. I couldn't remember. I was thinking it was Jim Boeheim or somebody in blue chips back in the day with Shaq. But if they made one now, any kind of basketball movie like they did with the Michael Orr movie, a guy like Cal would be in the movie, and it has a value that you can't put a price tag on necessarily. But and I saw him do a TV interview this week where he was trying to explain, well, the Michigan State game, that's going to be on Thanksgiving. It's going to be the most watched game, because he was trying to explain why the home fans weren't getting one of these primo games, because Arizona's away and Duke's away, or wherever the North Carolina game's away, and the Michigan State game is. But then the next year, so he was promoting it like, and then next year we will get Michigan State at home, and we will get a home game in the challenge with the ACC. So he's just a salesman that way, and it's an effective salesman to the recruits, because he keeps landing them year after year.
Well, and you do get Gonzaga as a high-profile opponent. We were talking about this. It doesn't exactly blow my skirt up, I guess, as much, because it's an exhibition, but it's still having a big opponent on campus, so it's something.
And I mean, you having Mark Few in here, that's a big deal. I mean, look, John Shire was here for that game, and I came away with a very favorable impression of him, and I was really, really hurt when UConn beat them, when it should have been their game, and Hurley does all his madness. I just like Shire a lot more than I like Hurley. Bottom line, Matt Painter at Purdue, wonderful human being. When they played the exhibition here, he was very complimentary of the situation, and they were the number one team preseason when that happened, but just super guy. And so having Mark Few in here, who's had so much, heartbreak in the postseason with great teams, it's just going to add to the great coaches who come into Walton Arena. It's wonderful.
Cal is a national celebrity, though. Frank was a national celebrity too, because of being on ABC and for so long and everything. It's just to have him courtside. I mean, taking selfies with Sandler and giving high fives to all the celebrities over there. There's something just. It's so interesting to have the head coach of the Arkansas Razorbacks be there at that game in the first row and to be recognized so much. And it's not like we're surprised about this, because who John Calipari is. It's just, to me, there's no other coach that stands out like that.
And he's a kind of photogenic guy. He's a handsome guy. He's aged very well. I don't think he's doing the stuff to his hair like Saban was doing the last few years. It got kind of strange. And, I got onto another timeline from the courtside last night, and it was the Taylor Swift deal where they were wearing those shirts. And Ben Stiller was sitting right next to those three. And, all the photo captions were like, Taylor Swift with these two girls and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, that's Ben Stiller sitting right there, that's the kind of celebrity deals that happen. And Cal's a super guy, man. There's no doubt.
So we were talking about football, Tom. I thought, and I compared it to somebody who outkicks their coverage, so to speak, in a relationship. I think sometimes we get better than we deserve, and I think Arkansas, not that they got better than they deserve, but you couldn't have asked for a whole lot more, I would think, for the windows that they got laid out for them by the SEC.
No, a lot of games in there, but they're nice windows. I like the afternoon, night flex. Fans can prepare. They know it's not a morning game. It might be night, it might be afternoon, but that's cool. They did get, I think they've got the LSU game that's an 11, and maybe a little bit of that is makeup for that horrible week 2, week 3, where they're playing a super late night game in the Mountain or Pacific time zone in Utah. I guess it's Mountain, and then come back and have the 11 a.m. against Georgia, which is a pretty rough deal, and Hunter Yurachek certainly voiced his displeasure with that. But, yeah, the rest of that schedule, I thought, played pretty well for the Razorbacks.
Yes, your job is to go beat a Utah team that we're not real sure about. I don't care when they play the Georgia game. I'm not too worried about that. I guess we haven't talked maybe since that happened. But And I know that's not the way they're going to say it because they're expecting to try to be competitive in every game, but I don't think the general public is expecting Arkansas to be competitive with Georgia yet.
Well, maybe not beat them, but look, last year's team was competitive with A&M, a playoff team. They were competitive with Ole Miss. Mike could have won the game, a playoff team on the road.
True.
So that's how close they were last year.
That's fair.
But I agree with you to think that they will not be the favorite when Georgia's here. They'll be a substantial touchdown or more underdog. But yeah, I think week 2, man, gathering up, trying to do what it takes as an unknown team yourself and beating a Utah team in transition that's got their quarterback back and their top running back, that's going to be a task. And if they can somehow pull off a week 2 win, that goodwill will take them a few weeks into the season.
Do we have any sense yet, Tom, at one or two things that Arkansas football may be good at this next year? Anything?
Yeah, that's a great question. I got the sense from the totality of spring ball that they'll make a step better defensively, that they'll be able to cover on the corners better defensively, which there's something to be said for that. Now, what you can't measure is the turnover margin, which was just the bane of their existence last season. And I think Silverfield looks at it like from an analytical standpoint. If we increase our turnover, if we decrease our turnover margin, hold on to the ball longer, convert just a few more third downs, get off the field more on third downs, that's going to lead to better outcomes. Now, how they do that? Can they be a running team? I'm not positive they can be a great running team. I do know they're going to be a team that exploits the edges, and they're going to try to blunt the great pass rushes in the SEC by throwing quick hitters out on the edges and trying to get their guys in space. And we're not going to see everything in week 1 against North Alabama, but I think in week 2 we're going to see a pretty good array of what they want to be offensively.
Tom, what is your level of interest in general in the NBA Finals?
To the point where I watched a few minutes of Game 3, and I saw a lot of contact and stuff, and like they were calling no fouls. I'm like, well, that's a pretty good amount of contact for no foul.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's a different game. And I was with my kids last night, and I did not watch 1 minute, but I did see a text thread later about what a dramatic comeback and what a dramatic finish was, and I researched it this morning. Didn't watch a minute.
Well, you missed some history last night. And what about World Cup? Are we any attention for you on that one?
About 5 times stronger interest level in World Cup. In fact, we'll watch tonight's game. Going to the Netherlands this summer, just scoped out their first 3 matches, and if they make it to the next round, we will be in the Netherlands when they're playing an elimination game, and pretty hyped about that.
That will be ridiculous. So we were talking earlier, Moose and I are both going to go to Kansas City and catch a game, and I'm getting to see the Netherlands play Tunisia. I haven't secured tickets yet, but they're available, so I just have to sell a kidney, cut Maddox's school fund down to about half, and we'll be good to go.
I'm starting to feel like the zone's number 1 team is going to be Team USA.
Yes.
USMNT should be. But I feel like our second best team, our second favorite, has to be the Netherlands.
No, his is going to be Canada.
Yeah.
And then mine would be Italy, but they're not in. Israel hadn't been in a long time. I was reading a story about these teams that have had these long stretches of not making it in. And I don't know who your secondary country is, but I just thought that'd be an easy rooting interest. So, yeah, but I'm all for the Netherlands. Steve Gorman's the one that kind of got me. He's coming on Friday, I told you guys. He's the one that kind of got me intrigued about the World Cup because he's like a soccer head. And so he's a big Netherlands guy. So
they're a fun one, Phil, though. You'll enjoy watching them.
The passion of the fans. Tom, I'm jealous. My girlfriend's in Portugal right now, and they're one of the top 10 teams as far as chances to win it all, too. And so it is all the rage. And it's pretty cool. And I'm glad that at least some of the Americans are getting on board with it.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a pretty nice watch all summer. There's a German dude named Freddie who has a Twitter account, and you probably saw it yesterday. That went to that friendly at Auburn, and it was pretty lit. And they going to Buc-ee's and having food at Buc-ee's blew this German dude away. So I'm going to keep following Freddie. Orange is my favorite color. I do like the Netherlands. I like their national team in the last World Cup, so I'm certainly going to be following them. The Tunisia game, I told my daughters today, we will be in Scotland during the Tunisia game, and I want to find a pub and watch that one.
Yep. I don't know anything about Tunisia, Tom, but I do know the Netherlands will be heavily favored in that one for sure.
Should be, and it's a noon kick, I guess, Eastern or Central Time USA, so that'll be an evening game for us over there in Scotland, and I'm really looking forward to being around some Scottish folk. Scotland, it's a rarity for them to make it. I was really stoked when Iceland was in it a few years back. You remember, Wales had a run. It is tough to get out of the European deal. That's why Italy, great team, didn't make it this year.
So you're going to be there when Scotland's playing who?
The Tunisia-Netherlands game will be in Scotland for that one.
Oh, okay. From what I read, it's a night game. I think it's a 6 o'clock local. So I don't know what time it'll be over there.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's on the 28th, I believe, right? 20th. 25th. Netherlands and Tunisia?
25th.
25th, yeah. It's a 6 o'clock game, local.
Ah.
Sorry, buddy.
Well,
Tunisia is currently ranked 45 in the world.
Okay. So that'll be like, it'll be about midnight over there. But you know what? The pubs will be open. That's the good news.
Is Great Britain the only country that breaks up for the World Cup? I don't know any others where, it's like there's Wales has a team. They didn't make it.
Yeah, that's a good
Scotland,
question.
England. I don't know any others. There should be a Quebecois team and the rest of the Canadian team.
They would love that.
They would.
Yeah, I mean, they're all individual countries, though. I mean, they still have their own autonomy when it comes to sports and competition.
I guess they do,
Yeah.
We have 50 states here in the United States, and we don't all have our own teams.
Well, but they're not states, they're countries. I mean, what are you asking?
I'm just saying, it's called Great Britain, it's called the United Kingdom.
If you put the United Kingdom team together, they would be pretty badass.
I think they would, but I don't think they want to play together.
Yeah,
well,
they're
no,
missing
why
an
would they?
opportunity for sure.
Yeah, they want to represent their country. All right, Tom, we got to roll. I appreciate you, man. We'll talk to you next week.
Enjoyed it, guys.
Thank
See
you.
ya.
Thank you, brother. All right. Just think if like the USSR was still together and put a team together. I don't know if that would be good or bad. But I would think they'd be pretty good.
They used to have a team, pretty sure. It was just the USSR overall. It's like I would picture, I think like identity in Canada. The people in Quebec identify as Quebecois.
Mm-hmm. They're the Texas.
It's not a different country though, to your point. I mean, England, Wales, and Scotland and Northern Ireland are different countries. And
Northern Ireland's not had success, surprisingly, too. That's another team that I saw on this list of teams that haven't been there a long time, which is
really
surprising.
small.
Yeah, it's probably true. Although it's not just about numbers, because there was another country that was had a really long drought, and they have one of the highest populations in the world. So it's an Asian country. I have to look at maybe Indonesia or something. I'll go look. It's 11:33. I know that. We got to take a break. We'll come back in a second. We've got Susan Irwin-Prowse coming in a little later. EntertainersGuide.com. She'll run down the highlights of the weekend. And then we've got Zach Gillum with odds on the World Cup, NBA Finals, College World Series, and so much more from Oaklawn Sports.
10 Fitness brings you Top 10 Tuesdays with The Zone. Each week, Justin and Phil will dive into a different Top 10 list and take your calls. Brought to you by 10 Fitness. Turn back the clock on gym prices.
This is SportsCenter.
Last night in the NBA Finals at Madison Square Garden, the New York Knicks completed the largest comeback in Finals history to take a 3-1 series lead over the San Antonio Spurs. The Knicks were behind as much as 29 points in the second half, including being down by 20 with less than 10 minutes left in the game. Their historic comeback was led by Jalen Brunson's 36 points, along with 33 from OG Anunoby, who capped off the night with the two biggest plays of the game. With New York down 1 with under 10 seconds left to play, Spurs guard De'Aaron Fox ran down a loose ball, but instead of dribbling out the clock until he was fouled, he went up for a layup that was blocked by Anunoby. The Knicks gained possession, and after Brunson's long three missed, Anunoby cut through the lane and tipped the ball in. That shot gave the Knicks the lead with 1.2 seconds left in the game and ended up deciding it at 107-106. Game 5 is back in San Antonio on Saturday night at 7:30 on ESPN. I'm Moose with the Buzz Radio Network.
Luxury Pool and Spa in Conway and Russellville is your headquarters for pool and spa chemicals. Luxury Pool and Spa is ready to get your pool balanced and swim ready with Pool Life and Baquasil Pool Chemicals. Luxury Pool and Spa is also a proud dealer of Polywood Outdoor Furniture, Climate Tough Materials, Color Stay Technology, and the 20-year warranty. If you're thinking about a hot tub, they have the amazing Caldera hot tubs in stock on their showroom floor. Live the life of luxury with Luxury Pool and Spa. LuxuryPoolArkansas.com.
Hi, this is Quinn Grover. When you need expert health care, UAMS Health is here for you. From cancer and heart care to neurology, obstetrics, orthopedics, and more, UAMS Health provides advanced care across a wide range of specialties, backed by research, innovation, education, and a commitment to improving lives. That's care you can trust. From UAMS Health, the official orthopedics and sports medicine provider for Razorback Athletics. For appointments, call 501-686-8000.
This is the Pigskin Preacher, bringing you the word. As of April 2026, California authorities convicted 3 Los Angeles area residents for a bizarre insurance fraud case where they dressed in bear costumes to stage attacks on luxury vehicles. Investigators noticed that the bears seemed only interested in Mercedes and Rolls-Royce rigs, totally ignoring the beaters and the hoopties. Perhaps if these pretend bears had raided some beaters with food in the back seat, they'd have thrown authorities off the case. Doublebee's is a bear-free zone where you can sign up and pay with your Exxon credit card, which will get you 10 cents off a gallon at the pump. Pumps that are secure for your use. Doublebee's. It's where you gas it, grab it, and go. That's Doublebee's.
Welcome back to The Zone, live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs studio with your hosts, Justin Acri and Phil Elson.
It's from Arkansas. I hope it's good.
On 103.7 The Buzz.
So very hungry. It was so nice when Joe Klein came up yesterday.
I planned for that.
I like the midday food.
We got meat sticks from the Hall of Fame, though.
That's true. Appreciate that. And some Doritos. And some cashews. If you are looking for a lunch spot today, let me suggest in downtown, Cash. It is so great for so many different reasons. And one of the great things about Cash is they offer a fantastic lunch menu. Go to their website, cashlittlerock.com, CACHE, littlerock.com. But also fantastic for dinner, steaks, seafood, and so much more. Always, always check on the specials, though, because they're absolutely outstanding. 501-850-0265 for a special event space. Any kind of party, even for the holiday season. Start thinking about what's going to happen in November, December, January. If you're going to throw a soiree, folks, Cash is here to help. Great place to have a cocktail. Great place to just hang out with friends and have a bite to eat or to have a special event. It's right in the heart of the River Market, and valet parking always free at nighttime, and in the middle of the day. There's plenty of room for you and your friends. Don't you worry about it, folks. Go see them in the River Market. This Cash. It's 11:38. Phil Elson, Justin Acri, and Moose. If you want to join us, 501-661-1037. Tom is mad because he got the Tunisia time mixed up with another game that he wants to watch with Sweden, I guess. So
the stadium you're going to go watch this. Can we just pay homage quickly here to Arrowhead Stadium,
Sure.
which is is it the second oldest stadium in the NFL?
I have no idea.
I think it's the second oldest
There's no way.
Lambeau. I do. 1969 or 70 is when it opened.
How far back does Soldier Field go?
Well, this is a new Soldier Field. I mean, it was.
But the stadium has just been renovated. You're saying unrenovated?
No, because you could say, I guess, same location or whatever, but the Soldier Field is a different stadium now than when it was first built. I think you could still say that Arrowhead, while it has been renovated, is still the same stadium. Either way, it is one of the oldest stadiums still in use in the NFL, and it's about to die a slow death because the Chiefs are moving into Kansas. I don't remember the year, but yet it's still. Look at all these brand new stadiums, or at least if you say brand new within the last 15, 20 years. Levi Stadium is hosting. Mercedes-Benz in Atlanta is hosting. MetLife Stadium in New York, New Jersey is hosting. AT&T. How long has Jerry World been built? Is that
a while.
18 years now, maybe?
Sounds right. Soldier Field started in 24, so I don't know when we consider it being the modern Soldier Field, but I'll give you that. Arrowhead is one of the oldest, and it won't be there long.
Third oldest.
So it's Lambeau, what's second?
It's Soldier Field, then Lambeau. Then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Soldier Field renovated in 2003. And they want a new stadium, too. Of course, they're moving across. Both franchises are moving across state lines.
Right. At least it's the same city name, I guess. Or maybe it's not. I guess they're going to Overland Park.
I don't remember what part of Kansas it's going to be.
I think they're going to Overland Park. The Chicago one, and again, we were talking about geography earlier and knowing your World Cup destinations. The Chicago one is such a no story. I mean, it really is basically greater Chicago. It's literally in Indiana, but it's literally like a 10-minute drive from a number of suburbs of Chicago.
Exactly. I saw this put, there would be the same idea as if the Steelers moved out of downtown Pittsburgh, well, the north side of Pittsburgh, and moved to a municipality called Plum, which is where Pat McAfee's from.
Right.
And he identifies as being from Pittsburgh. Plum is 10 minutes from where I grew up. It's Pittsburgh.
This would be like a Little Rock named team, not even moving to Conway.
Yeah.
Moving to Bryant. That's literally what we're talking about with the difference between being in the heart of Chicago and being across the state line in Indiana. That's how close it is.
Is it a problem not being in the heart of Chicago, right there on the lake in the middle of downtown?
From a parking and travel standpoint, it's probably better, but...
You've been to a game there?
I've not been to a game, but I've been to the area a bunch, and I've been to like the Field Museum next door.
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah, it's a great area.
It's amazing. Now, I've never been to a game at Soldier Field. My brother-in-law went to the Steelers-Bears game this last year, and he told me that it took the longest he's ever experienced to just get in and out of the stadium.
Yeah.
So it looks like a cool stadium, but I think there's just some limitations around it.
I'm planning a trip this fall to go.
I mean, it is a place I'd like to go see a game.
Well, you should before they tear it down. And I don't know what they do with that space afterwards. What happens there? What do you do with it?
Well, there's a lot of organizations around there, like the Field Museum and the aquarium, I think, nearby, and what is it called, Centennial Park, and everything. They'll find something to do with it.
Maybe.
I just wonder what happens to Arlington Park, the race park.
The one that they bought that they're not going to use?
That's just fallow land now.
Yeah, I mean, you could develop it into, I mean, there's always the need for housing or, some kind of other development. I mean, I would think that would not be a huge deal.
Well, I thought the development was the whole purpose to building a stadium there, because now you need to have mixed-use development in order to make more money.
What you need to have is the best tax breaks, I think.
Well, I think that's what they're getting in Indiana.
So my question is also, what does Kansas City do? That's a huge space where Kauffman Field and Arrowhead are.
The Royals announced they're moving downtown, too. They're moving into downtown Kansas City. They're building a ballpark that's part of a new headquarters with the Hallmark greeting card company.
No, I know that. My point is, what happens to that huge space out there? I guess you do the same thing. You develop it into housing or something else.
But they're not just going to have to replace one stadium. They're going to have to replace two stadiums and the parking lot.
I like the concept of one giant stadium or one giant parking lot that serves two stadiums that play in opposite seasons, right?
What they did in Kansas City, and this is what I'm getting at, is just the vision of what they did. That was built in a time where municipalities were building cookie-cutter, multi-purpose stadiums. St. Louis, Philadelphia, Kansas City, Cincinnati, not Kansas City, Pittsburgh. All NFL, Major League teams played in that one stadium. Nobody does this anymore for a good reason, because it doesn't work very well. And the visionaries in Kansas City built two stadiums when everybody else was building one.
Right.
And all those other stadiums are gone.
But they share a giant parking lot, so it did make a lot of sense. I like the concept. And that's the biggest thing for places like Chicago. They're landlocked. It's like, where you park? How do you get there? And it is a pain in the ass.
You got to take public. You got to take the L.
Yeah.
You got to get a cab or an Uber or whatever.
Or there's tons and tons and tons and tons of hotels that you can stay at along Michigan Avenue where you can walk to the game.
But it's like, did they have the World Cup at Soldier Field in '94? Because they're not having it there this time, but I think they did in '94.
Sounds right.
So you're going to a World Cup match at Arrowhead Stadium, and there will be zero tailgating.
Yeah.
Zero tailgating.
I don't care to tailgate because I'm not going with anybody other than one other person. So I don't care about tailgating, but I see your point. Now, I'm assuming there'll be some vendors out there selling food, and there will be a way to get some beers and things like that, but I don't know.
They're giving like 40% of their cut to FIFA, probably.
Probably so. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how big of a cluster. That's my only concern about doing that deal is what a cluster it's going to be getting in and out of there. But, I mean, look, they know what they're doing. I mean, they've done this for – I mean, Kansas City's probably sold out for how long? I mean, they've been really good in football for a while now.
Probably since they announced it. You know, another team that's moving out of the city into a suburb are the Cleveland Browns. Out of downtown Cleveland, they're moving to, I think it's called Brook Park, Ohio, which is located where the Cleveland Airport is located. But it's also probably just as close as Hammond, Indiana is to Chicago.
Right.
And it's still going to be the Cleveland Browns.
I do think there is value in having it in a down. Look, I'm going to say the L word. Oh, my God. I love that St. Louis is downtown. And I love their ballpark, and I love Ballpark Village. As a Cubs fan, it's hard for me to admit that I love their setup. Now, I think downtown St. Louis is an absolute dump hole.
Mm-hmm.
It's really pathetic and terrible, and I wish that they could get their act together. The Hill's obviously a lovely neighborhood, but other than those two things, it sucks. But I do like the proximity to downtown hotels and the convenience. I'm all for walkability and convenience. Colorado, I've never been to a ball game, but I've had times at a bar across the street, and it's located that right downtown deal, right? That's a valuable thing, and it's cool. I think it's awesome. I like that setting.
The problem with downtown for professional sports teams is that there's just limited growth for the owners to own other pieces of land. That's why they're moving farther out of downtown, because there's larger parcels of land for them to buy and put together mixed-use retail development so that they can make billions of dollars instead of millions of dollars.
That was going to be my next thing, too, is that's what sucks about moving away from the downtown is you get a bunch of chains. You move it to the suburbs, and then you get a bunch of chains around it, and there's no, cool, lively, that one cool spot to go to after the game anymore. Now you're going to, I don't know, Chili's or something.
What it's like? Half the charm of Wrigley is Wrigleyville.
Right.
I mean, going
exactly.
pregame, postgame,
going to
all
the
those
Cubby
things.
Bear and all of those
and
things.
I'm sure, I've never been to Fenway, but I'm sure Boston's got the same setup.
But it'd be, to your point, what you end up with, and I think it's kind of fun still doing it. You go to the Globe Life Field where the Rangers play, and Texas Live is right there.
Mhm.
It's great entertainment, restaurants and all that, but it's also all chains. And
More
it's,
akin to St. Louis.
Texas Live is done in 8 or 9 different municipalities across the country, and it's all the same idea. So it's not, it's really not localized fun, I guess, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, you're right.
You're 100% right.
So, and again, you can't, create that culture. I always say, you go to Vegas, it's fake culture. It's all created. You go to New Orleans, it's the same kind of fun where you sort of wash your inhibitions away at the door, but it's real culture. It's different. And you can't create a Wrigleyville. It's you either have it from history or you don't.
Well, what they're doing is building that A stadium, and it's a small ballpark, and it's right there. And I mean, I don't even know what part of town it's located in, but to me, it's like the draw of that is the technology of the building.
The Vegas baseball stadium?
Yeah.
Is it close proximity to the football stadium?
I don't know.
I don't either.
But so they're playing right now. The A's were hosting some home games at the AAA Park, which is just outside the city of Las Vegas. And I think about 10 miles away is where the Major League Park is going to be. They're going to have a AAA team and a Major League team in the same city.
So they're not moving the AAA?
I don't think they are.
What franchise are they?
They might be A's.
That's weird.
But I'm not sure.
That's too weird to have.
It's so difficult to keep up with the affiliations and how they've changed.
But that's insane, though, that's unprecedented, right? To have a AAA and the big league team in the same town? I mean,
probably like Seattle's AAA is Tacoma, but that's like 30 minutes away. It's different.
Yeah, it's a little different.
Mm-hmm. It'll be. I mean, you can go watch a AAA game and the Major League team the same day.
It's weird.
If you wanted to pull it off in 100 degrees.
Patrick Mahomes, speaking of Kansas City, has reworked his deal, and he is now the highest paid player in the NFL. I like how he reworked his deal. It's going to help the team, but he also is the highest paid player in the league. $64 million per year.
Did he get any ownership stake in the team?
Didn't see that. I don't even think that's allowed, probably. Dak Prescott, $60 million. Josh Allen, $55 million. Joe Burrow, Trevor Lawrence, Jordan Love, Matthew Stafford, all $55 million. Brock Purdy's at $53 million. $53 million a year. And then Lamar Jackson's for the veritable bargain of $52 million.
Mahomes, it was just a $500 million contract.
But he signed a 10-year, $500 million deal a while back.
It's just reworked.
They reworked
Same deal,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, but he's getting more per year. I don't know if they changed the number of. Anyway, he's on contract until 33. We all know these aren't really, they don't mean anything. But
when you're on contract to 33, means you're probably really on contract to 29.
Says only New York Mets All-Star outfielder Juan Soto, $765, and Ohtani, $700, have higher total contract values than Mahomes' new deal, which is
the Wild
$504.75 million,
and that's in an uncapped industry.
Right.
You're working in a capped industry, and he still has that contract.
That's amazing.
value.
Yeah.
Surely the rework was something for the team too, right?
I don't know what the team's getting, and don't call me Shirley.
Racers are all about sequels, and with the skyrocketing price of gasoline, Gwatney Buick GMC in North Little Rock is back with the guaranteed biggest hit of the summer, Gas Busters 3 High Octane. Call 501-945-4444. Don't get slimed by the competition. Trade with Gwatney Buick GMC right now and get free gas for the rest of the year. That's free miles per gallon. Call 501-945-4444 and we'll double down with no payments for 120 days. Trade that gas guzzler. Gwatney has trucks up to 29 miles per gallon. It's Gas Busters 3 High Octane. Trade today for free gas for the rest of the year. So who you gonna call? Call Gwatney at 501-945-4444. We're ready to relieve you. See dealer for details. Gwatney Buick GMC, 5700 Landers Road in North Little Rock. GwatneyBuickGMC.com. GMC, we are professional grade. All offers with approved credit.
Take it from Arkansas greats, Joe Klein and Pat Bradley.
The big national sports apps are now in Arkansas, taking over Oaklawn and Bentley, which are no longer local,
making Bet Saracen the only real local app.
Still Arkansans' fan fave.
Plus, Bet Saracen is still the official sports betting app of many of the state's colleges and universities.
Bet Saracen, built by Arkansans for Arkansans.
Bet with Arkansans. Bet with Bet Saracen.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-MY-RESET.
Down south, a handshake means something, and we let our actions do the talking. The Brad Hendricks Law Firm is rooted in Southern tradition and grit. Southern born and raised and Arkansas-based, Brad Hendricks is named a Mid-South super lawyer year after year. So for car and big truck wrecks, medical malpractice, wrongful death, bankruptcy, and Social Security claims, his law firm produces results. The Brad Hendricks Law Firm. Southern roots, serious results.
If you want to witness the world's biggest soccer tournament in person, look no further than Twin Peaks. Enter Twin Peaks Go for Gold giveaway presented by Michelob Ultra and Casamigos. And you could be one of the 5 grand prize winners who get the VIP treatment plus travel and lodging. For your chance to win unmatched views of the match, visit TwinPeaksSoccer.com to enter and choose your host city. Entries close on June 14th, so don't wait. Twin Peaks eats, drinks, scenic views.
Golf is a game of precision and power. Every detail matters. The same must be true for luxury. Genesis delivers with every stroke of craftsmanship, every stitch of quality, and every surge of performance. During the Genesis Signature event, get 0.99% financing on a new GV80 or GV70. Experience the Genesis GV80 or GV80 Coupe for yourself at Genesis of Conway. The future of luxury today.
You're listening to The Zone, Arkansas's longest-running midday sports talk show with Justin Acri, Phil Elson, and Moose.
Google us! We are magnificent!
On 103.7 The Buzz.
Buongiorno. Oh boy, it's not tacked down. The board will move if you shove on it hard enough, Moose. Just a heads up. All right, welcome back, Phil Elson, Justin Acri, and Moose. Appreciate you joining us today.
You need stronger duct tape underneath that.
11:54. Listen, as long as there hasn't been any coffee spilled in it, knock on wood, we're doing pretty good.
I'm glad that I work with somebody that puts a cap on his drinks.
Yeah?
Not everybody does.
Well, it's not a good move. You're asking for it. I'm not going to say that I've never had a spill in this neighborhood, but it's not a good look. From the text line, brought to you by our friends at Middleton Heat and Air, I'm so glad that Mahomes is the highest paid and not Dak. Yes, I'm a big-time Cowboys fan. I don't want to hear about his numbers. He has spent a career beating up and padding stats on lesser opponents and choking in big games. Yeah, I don't think anybody thinks that Dak's going to win a title, but that's not all his fault. Phil, is there a possibility that Kuhio Aloy will be back?
Absolutely. Thank you for pointing that one out. Yes, there is a very good chance. In fact, I would expect he does come back as a designated hitter.
Yes, the Las Vegas Aviators are the AAA affiliate of the Athletics. What happened to the, I thought they had some, Area 54s.
They were Area 51s for
51?
a few years, yeah. For years, Las Vegas were the Stars. Then they were the Area 51s. And I think they might have been something else before the Aviators. Minor league teams change their names a lot.
It's weird. I mean, I grew up with a team that was the Oaks, and now they're the Cubs.
Was that Des Moines?
Yeah.
They were the Oaks?
They were the Iowa Oaks when I was a kid.
It's one thing I love about the Travelers, Justin, is they've been the Travelers and only the Travelers. Although now they have 5 names,
Yeah,
Diamantes.
Yeah, but that's just for fun.
It's fun stuff.
I think the Las Vegas baseball is next to the MGM Grand where the Tropicana used to be. Don't tell Mo Green.
That's it. That's the one.
Mo Green's going to be pissed when he hears about that.
I didn't expect that stadium would actually happen, and it's happening. I hate the way that it came out of Oakland. Really do. It's going to be tough. That's a franchise I'd root against.
I've been to Oakland to see a game.
That's a place I always wanted to go see a game.
I think from the fans' perspective, it was fine. All you heard about was how dumpy the inner workings were and how bad it was for the players, though.
Right. Well, and part of the enjoyment was, remember when the Raiders moved back to Oakland and Al Davis had them build Mount Davis, that giant standard out there, and what were the center field seats. And it used to be, out here from A's fans, when I lived in California, you could just sit there and get the view of the Oakland Hills in the background with the setting sun and everything. It was just gorgeous.
No, it's not a bad spot. I mean, from a fan standpoint, again, getting in and out was not bad. It's nice.
Yeah, but you shouldn't have sewage coming up through the floor of the showers.
Fair. Moving Kauffman downtown, says Rebecca, will be a big mistake since it's already been done and will cause massive traffic problems. Both the Chiefs and Royals moving is a big mistake, and many fans who live in the burbs and close to the stadium will find it hard to make it to games as often as they do now.
No,
Again, I'm sorry. I don't agree with that. The people out there who have this metro downtown fear, it's like if you plan, traffic is not an issue. And if you're coming from out of town, you just stay downtown and then you walk to the game. It's not that hard.
That's what I did for decades, going to Pirates games in Pittsburgh. You find a place to park. The traffic is a way of life. It's okay. It's not going to last forever. Might take you a little long to get out of the stadium when it's done. You still go to the games.
So how long until one of the new stadiums are just another Vegas dome that can fit a field in it? What do you mean?
I don't know what that means.
Are they going to dome the stadium for baseball?
They have to.
Oh, it's so hot there.
Now, they couldn't do it for AAA because nobody builds domed AAA ballparks. But for the big league team, you bet. Especially now that they're playing in a AAA park in Sacramento. Do you know how hot it gets in Sacramento in the summertime?
Sacramento is a long ways from the water, so it doesn't surprise me if it's real hot. They're out in the middle.
Any kind of Central Valley, California. I lived in about 30 minutes south of Sacramento before I moved to Arkansas. Hot as...
Where were you?
Stockton.
Oh, Stockton.
Pretty depressing place.
As my uncle once told me, who lives in California and has for many years, Justin, there's California and there's Bakersfield. And there are a lot of places in California that probably fit that description.
I've been to Bakersfield. Yeah, that's a cowboy town.
From a San Antonio person, I would rather get a vasectomy than watch soccer. I wouldn't go if it was in my backyard. I can drink plenty of beer without that nonsense. Well, I'm sorry that you feel that way, but as someone who has done both things, I can tell you I'd much rather watch soccer.
Game time or playtime, we're here all the time.
I wish you had more time.
103.7 The Buzz, KABZ, Little Rock.
Howie, it's summertime, so what's going on at Robert Irwin Jewelers?
Well, you know, every year we have our Summer of 1,000 engagement sale, and to kick it off this year, we're doing a buy one, get one half off sale, and it starts right now. You got to get to Robert Irwin Jewelers.
I'm already going to buy an engagement ring that's on sale, plus...
You're going to get the matching wedding band half off, or maybe his wedding band half off.
It's a Summer of 1,000 engagements at Robert Irwin Jewelers.
5 locations or online at rijewelers.com. Bigger, brighter diamonds, better prices, Robert Irwin Jewelers.
Luxury Pool and Spa in Conway and Russellville is your headquarters for pool and spa chemicals. Luxury Pool and Spa is ready to get your pool balanced and swim ready with Pool Life and Baquasil Pool Chemicals. Luxury Pool and Spa is also a proud dealer of Polywood outdoor furniture, climate-tough materials, color-stay technology, and the 20-year warranty. If you're thinking about a hot tub, they have the amazing Caldera hot tubs in stock on their showroom floor. Live the life of luxury with Luxury Pool and Spa. LuxuryPoolArkansas.com.
Fence Brokers presents Razorback Graffiti every Monday with more
Morning Mayhem. One sentence to let the guys know how you feel about the Razorbacks from Fence Brokers, going the extra mile.
Several questions go unanswered following a closed-door meeting about Google's Post Data Center in Little Rock. The meeting was held at First United Methodist Church of Little Rock last night. Some were eventually allowed inside, but the company did not take any time for public comment. The company did say that the planning is still in the very early stages. And a man accused in a deadly shooting in North Little Rock is behind bars. 39-year-old Cecile Brooks was arrested in the death of 29-year-old Aaron Gillum. Brooks is facing a capital murder charge and is now being held without bond at the Pulaski County Detention Center. For these stories and more, you can always visit our website, krk.com. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm KRK's Jessica Rockwell.
Get in the conversation with live fan feedback at 1037thebuzz.com. Presented on The Zone by Rainbow Restoration. When the unthinkable happens to your home or business, damage from water, smoke, fire, or mold, let Rainbow Restoration make you whole again. RainbowRestores.com. They restore, you recover.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center.
Another hot and steamy day for Thursday with mostly sunny skies and highs in the 90s. Feeling like the triple digits. Scattered showers and storms likely Thursday night into Friday morning. Pushing into Friday midday and the afternoon in southern Arkansas. Some of those could be on the stronger side. Highs on Friday reach the mid-80s. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm Arkansas Storm Team meteorologist Jenna Warner.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please, turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Why should we feel the burn when we work out? We should feel the bounce, not the burn. The bounce in your step that comes when joining the Little Rock Athletic Club or Racket Club. Variety and excitement, you found it. People will witness the fitness.
FanDuel, in partnership with Oaklawn Sports, is now available right here in the state of Arkansas. And on the biggest soccer stage in the world this summer, FanDuel, in partnership with Oaklawn Sports, is changing the soccer game with a feature built in for soccer fans. Because sometimes your players get subbed out, and your bet goes with them. It can happen at any moment. 1 minute they're on the pitch creating chances, and the next they're heading back to the bench. Well, not anymore. With FanDuel Super Sub, if your soccer player is subbed out, your bet stays in, that's right. When your player leaves the match, your bet automatically continues on with the substitute player. So whether the action happens early, late, or deep into the stoppage time, you're still in it until the final whistle. Visit FanDuel.com/Arkansas to get started now. FanDuel, in partnership with Oaklawn Sports. Let there be goals this summer on FanDuel. Must be 21 plus and present in Arkansas. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Burroughs and Mr. Frank's is a long-standing, iconic luxury eyewear shop in the Heights. They're family-owned and operated opticians that feature high-end designer eyewear that you can't find anywhere else. Brands like Cartier, Gucci, Salt, and State Optical. Plus, they have all their lenses from the high-tech lens crafter Zeiss, who make lenses for cameras, telescopes, microscopes, and yes, glasses. These are found only at Burroughs, and they do all the fitting and lab work right in their own in-store lab. They're at 5901 R Street in the Heights, Burroughs and Frank's Optical.
Hey, Heath Boothby here on the lot at Crane Hyundai of Little Rock off Colonel Glenn. We are rolling into summer, and that means great savings. We have Tucsons and Santa Fe's at 0% financing for up to 60 months. Hey, you want big savings and great gas mileage? We have $3,000 off all new Elantras, cars that get over 40 miles to the gallon. Come see why me and my team are Little Rock's #1 choice for sales and service here off Colonel Glenn, Crane Hyundai of Little Rock. Visit us online at cranehyundaioflittlerock.com.
Attention. If you suffer from consistent pain in your joints caused by arthritis, overuse, or injury, you may be a candidate for a revolutionary therapy that could revitalize damaged tissue. This approach can provide long-lasting relief from pain in your knees, shoulders, hips, and other joints with no surgery, no drugs, and no downtime. To find out if you're a viable candidate, you may request a free consultation from QC Kinetics by calling 501-600-2763. Instead of masking the symptoms, it goes to the root of the problem to resolve it at its source. Already used by thousands of satisfied patients nationwide, this joint pain therapy is available right now to the public, but only for qualified candidates. Again, to find out if you're a viable candidate for this therapy, you may request a free consultation by calling QC Kinetics at 501-600-2763. That's 501-600-2763.
Down with truck trouble. Lost time means lost money. Trust the experts at Powers Truck Parts and Service in North Little Rock. From headlight to tail light and everything in sight, their experienced technicians handle heavy-duty repairs, maintenance, diagnostics, DOT inspections, and more. They'll do the job right the first time so you can get back on the road fast. Family-owned, customer-focused, and built on over 30 years of trusted service. Visit PowersTruckParts.com today. Powers Truck Parts and Service, keeping your trucks rolling.
This is Justin Acri. If shoulder or elbow pain is affecting your daily life, the fellowship-trained physicians at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health are here to help. They offer advanced care for injuries, arthritis, rotator cuff problems, and more, helping you feel better, move better, and get back to everyday life. Call 501-686-TOSH today to schedule your appointment. That's 501-686-8674. The doctor will see you now.
You're in the zone. Arkansas's longest-running midday sports talk show. Coming to you live from the Oaklawn Racing Casino Resort Studio. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only casino resort.
20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name.
With your hosts, Justin Acri and Phil Elson on the Buzz Radio Network.
Feels so unlike everybody else, alone in spite of the fact that some people still think that they know, but no, he knows the code. It's not about the salary, it's all about reality and making some noise, making a story, making sure his click stays up. That means when he puts it down, Todd's picking it up.
Hola, amigos. Welcome back for our third hour today. Moo, scale of 1 to 10. How much is this job like you thought it was going to be?
I mean, you sold it as much. A 9. It's a 9er. Wait, as good or as like close
Just like
to what you
as
said?
close to what your expectation was.
Oh yeah, 8.5, 9. That's about what I thought it'd be.
Does that leave you wondering what's the other 1.5 that doesn't meet the expectations?
No, I don't think it's not me. It's just different. Maybe different. Some things are different than you expected. That's
Yeah.
okay.
Not in a bad way.
Okay, good.
1 to 10. What am I rated at so far?
Oh, a 10. For sure. I have no complaints. The good thing about me is, maybe it's not good, but if I have an issue, I'm going to let you know.
Sometimes on the air.
I try not to do it on the air, but sometimes I do. If I'm really trying to be constructive, I try not to do it on the air. But, some of it is like, it's not that big of a deal. We could talk about it. Like, hey, Phil, you're going to have to quit answering all the texts from the people, thanks to Middleton Eaton Air, so I can actually know which ones we can read on the air.
I just did, too, with Rebecca.
Well, you can talk to her all you want.
I don't think she minds.
He's a man of the people. You can't help it.
So you know what I'm loving, Justin? It's the first time in years that I drive to work. And it reminds me of driving to Dickey Stevens Park when I worked at the Travelers, because I'm going down Cantrell from West Little Rock. The only thing I don't do is I don't have to go over the train tracks by the Dillard's headquarters and decide whether or not I'm going to go on the Broadway Bridge or the Main Street Bridge. And I stop about 2/3 of the way of that former drive. It feels nice to have to drive to work again in the city that I live.
You prefer that than working at home?
Yes.
I'm the same way. I'm not built to work at home.
Me either.
That's where all my stuff is.
I love to work at home. I could not work only at home.
No, not at all.
I work at home in three hours in the morning. I work at home probably 3 hours in the afternoon. But I want to work at home all day. I would not want to do the show from home. That would suck.
I did that show from home for almost 8 years.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just home. It was also hotel rooms and ballparks. And I mean, this is what I'm going to do here,
Right.
once we start traveling again. It's just, I like being around people.
Right.
And it's a lot. This has nothing to do with like where I worked before, the people I worked with. It's so much better when you're there.
Yeah.
When I'm in the room with you.
My favorite thing is when I'm out with Phil, and this happens every time we go out in public. People will be like, oh, I didn't know you were living here now. He's like, I've lived here the whole time, actually. You just didn't realize it. It literally happens every time we go out.
You should make me a sandwich board and I'll just wear it around town. Yes, I live in Little Rock.
Yes, exactly. We're happy to have you.
This is home, man. I mean, I still identify as a Pittsburgher, but I'm more of an Arkansan than Pittsburgher. I mean, I moved here when I was 23. I'm 49. I'm more of an Arkansan than a Pittsburgher.
Yeah, I've lived here longer than anywhere else. Now I don't know whether or not Arkansas wants to accept me, but this is my home and this is my place now. And I raised 2 kids here, and so
three Northerners now. Look at us.
Yeah, I mean,
look at us.
There are people who are from here that will either call us A, Yankees, or B, carpetbaggers forever until you're dead. No matter, like for you, Phil, how many good things you've done for the state in your role, and I've tried to do a good job in my role. And Moose, hell, I don't know. But anyway, no,
we're just carrying on traditions. Truthfully, when you look at it, right? Paul from Iowa,
right? I won't compare myself to Paul, but yes.
But still,
yeah.
And I work on the same network that Paul did. I don't do the football games, but I am on the football broadcast, and that's look. I mean, sometimes you move to where the job is, and then you fall in love with where that job is, and you stay.
Yeah. If you could have any Major League Baseball job tomorrow, would Pittsburgh be the one you wanted, or would there be another ballpark you'd rather call games?
No, my joke is that I always said I wanted to work for a major league team, not the Pirates. Joking.
Hilarious.
No, the team I always wanted to, for some reason, I picked the Red Sox.
Yeah.
I got a thing for the city of Boston. I got a thing for Fenway Park. I'm not even a Red Sox fan, but I loved Ted Williams and his story, the passion of Red Sox fans, and that being just a great baseball area.
Yeah.
So if I were to pick one, that would be it.
If I could have any broadcasting job.
Cubs?
No, because I don't do baseball.
Pack?
No. Probably New Orleans.
Because you want to live in New Orleans.
I do want to live in New Orleans.
The city is cooler than Green Bay, I would assume.
Yeah, it's a lot. Having been to both, not close. I mean, there's a certain coolness and kitschiness about Green Bay, but it ain't New Orleans. Let me get Harley in here real quick, and then we will get into our entertainment report. Birthday. Susan Irwin Prowse will join us today. We got Zach at the bottom of the hour too, so we're gonna be busy. What's up, Harley?
Thanks for ruining my day. Man, y'all got me missing Paul all over again.
Oh, we didn't mean to make you sad.
No, I just miss Paul. I love Paul to death. You couldn't get no better than Paul. He was one of a kind.
Pretty great.
But yeah, I mean, I used to get up right there next to Fenway Park quite regular, and I love Fenway. I love Wrigley. Been up there a bunch of times. Green Bay, I like Lambeau, but not a big Green Bay fan. But what I was calling about is I don't know why people's up in arms. I mean, I've been to Soldier Field. I've done a show at Soldier Field in the past. And hell, it's just right across the damn lake. Yeah, you got to pay a little bit more in tolls because you got to go down around the west side of the lake, back around 80, and back up 95. I forget what highway that is. They runs up into Gary into Michigan. And Kansas City. Both stadiums on the south side of Kansas City. Overland Park is just right across the state line, just a stone's throw away from downtown. I don't know why people's bitching.
Well, because they
just don't want change.
Well, people like to complain, Harley, and yes, people do not like change. And some people are very nostalgic about ballparks and stadiums.
Yeah, I'm that way. I'm that way about Fenway, and I'm also that way about Wrigley. I hope like they never tear them down and replace them, but at some point in time, it's going to happen. It's going to happen.
I'll tell you this, Harley.
But
I worked in this building for 23 years. If we moved it to a different place and tore this place down, I would not be sad at all.
The ability to preserve is a difficult thing to do in today's society for the modern sports owner. They did that at Fenway Park. They did that at Wrigley Field. But the only way they were able to do that was to, well, I guess in Wrigley, kind of strong-arm every business around there into paying you a cut of what they're making when they sell their rooftops. You know, I think the owners of the Red Sox bought up a lot of the land and a lot of the buildings around that stadium. You know, it used to be you wanted a centralized location because the way you made money as a pro sports owner was through the gate and only the gate. Maybe your radio network, maybe the TV network and all of that. Now you're making more money through the mixed development use all around it. That's why these things are happening. It's, you know, and for the idea for the Royals, I think this is also about why they're moving downtown is that they found a partner that can help them get this over the finish line with the Hallmark greeting card company.
Yeah.
Without that, this wouldn't happen. Maybe in that case, the Royals would have moved across state lines too.
Yeah.
Yep. One more thing, guys. I look at it this way. Yeah, Justin, I remember when you came over to KTV, as a sports reporter. And I remember when you made the move over there to Signal. But I look at it this way. All three of y'all are Arkansans now. Y'all devoted your life to the people of the state of Arkansas and the sports team. And, I'm not from here myself. I'm originally from Longview, Texas. Grew up in Shreveport, Louisiana. I met my wife when I was living back in Longview after my mother passed away. And that's how I wound up in Arkansas. She wanted to move back home. But, yeah, y'all are Arkansans. You always will be in my heart. And thanks for everything y'all do, guys. Have a good
Thanks,
day.
Harley. What a peach. I don't think as a non-native Arkansan you can appoint or award us Arkansas citizenship, though. I think you have to be someone from here, probably.
But I think Arkansans want to feel like that you're here not to treat the state and its fans as a stepping stone. I think they feel that way about athletes that play for the Razorbacks. I think that they want to feel that you respect the people that you live amongst.
Yep.
That you don't view Arkansas from an outsider's perspective specifically. And it takes a little bit of time.
I think our gig is a little bit like coaching. You know what the old saying is about coaching?
Win.
They don't care how much you, what is it? I can't remember the saying because I was not a coach, but it's
your ball.
They don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. That's what I was trying to say. It's got to be your ball, exactly. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, you're not going to fool me. You're going to fool me again.
Don't get fooled again.
Screw Harley, this guy says. Y'all are carpetbaggers. Thanks, Craig.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, buddy. That's from a native Arkansas.
Proud carpetbagger then.
Exactly.
Today's entertainment report is brought to you by Bell & Sword Gentlemen's Clothing in Conway. Check them out on Facebook and Instagram or stop by Bell & Sword's new and larger location at 1011 Oak Street.
Property. Let's try that again. Property Brothers star Jonathan Scott. Say Property Brothers star 3 times fast. It's hard. Will tape a pilot for a new daytime talk show called Better! With Jonathan Scott later this month. CBS developing the syndicated show for potential fall 27 launch. The show aims to inspire audiences with fresh lifestyle ideas through celebrity interviews and lifestyle experts.
Which twin is this?
Jonathan and...
No, but which one is it?
I'm trying to think. What's the other one's name?
Is it the guy with the good beard or the guy with the good hair?
I'm thinking. What's the other guy? Drew. Jonathan's the handyman.
Okay.
Drew is the real estate guy.
Is this the one... Zooey Deschanel, right?
They're both
married or engaged, something.
Yeah, one of them. Yeah, Jonathan's wife. I mean, not Jonathan's wife. Drew's wife is Asian, and I think not famous. Maybe a TV producer.
Okay,
but I could be wrong. Anyway,
big Zooey Deschanel fan. You just taught me something. And now I'm a Jonathan Scott fan.
She's quirky and cute.
Incredibly cute.
And Elf is a good flick.
New girl.
A Delta flight from Fort Lauderdale to L.A. made an emergency stop. By the way, it's a PSA for those of you who are flying. We've been doing a lot of that lately on things that you shouldn't do. This is a helper here. The best way to learn from mistakes is other people's, not yours. Delta flight from Fort Lauderdale to L.A. made an emergency stop in Atlanta. What was the emergency? Drunken idiot Cody James Malluck, 32, had no luck. Slapped a flight attendant's butt during drink service. That is the last time you want to do it, buddy. You're holding it up for everybody else. And also, what are you doing? You don't touch flight attendants, stupid. Court documents indicate the attendant bypassed Malluck because he appeared asleep. She subsequently felt a slap to her buttocks area with sufficient force to cause her body to move forward. That was quite the slap of the behind, my friend. He raised his hand saying, "I didn't do anything." A colleague witnessed the incident, reporting she heard a yell and saw her coworker lurch forward as if she had been struck or pushed. The pilot redirected to Atlanta Airport where they detained him. He acknowledged touching the attendant but disputed using enough force to propel her forward. I don't know that there's any... It's still some kind of assault or inappropriate behavior.
It's not the 60s anymore, big dog.
I'm not saying
and they're
this.
not called stewardesses either.
I am not saying this because I feel sorry for the guy, but do you think there is a lonelier feeling on Earth than being the one reason why 150 people had to land at some location that they weren't planning on landing at?
You know what's lonelier? Is when she mistakes you for being asleep and you really need a drink and she passes you. That's a really sad feeling, too.
And then if he would have swung and missed.
To that point, Phil, I think the majority of people getting kicked off a plane are the ones that aren't going to care. I bet 9 out of 10 of them are like, screw you guys, I don't care, screw y'all, I should be here still.
The behavior of people on these videos that go viral on airplanes, I'm like, you got to be the most buttoned up you can be on there. I just, it's crazy.
It brings out the worst in everybody.
I hold on to my thoughts at the airport.
Oh, yeah.
Very tightly.
I do too. I will say on planes, though, I have gotten a little passive-aggressive. And people who do inappropriate things like stand up as soon as the plane pulls up to the gate when we're still 10 minutes away from them even opening the door, and we're in row 24. I will say, where do you think you're going? Where are we going? Where are we going?
Where are we going? What are we doing?
You know the one thing that always irks me on the plane?
The one thing?
Well, there's other things, but this one always gets me.
Okay.
Leave at least a third of the armrest for the person next to you. Don't take up the whole armrest.
Okay, here's how this should be done.
I got you.
I got strong feelings on this.
Me too.
You go, if you are the window seat, you get the window.
Yep.
If you are in the middle, you get both armrests.
100% agree.
If you are on the aisle, you get the aisle and the left armrest. I think that's the even out.
I agree 100% with you, and you're absolutely right, and there's no debate on this issue. That is absolutely the rule.
It should be. People are not doing
that.
it.
That is a societal norm, and if you don't adhere to that, you're a loser. Now, when I'm with my girlfriend or my kid, I will put the armrest between us up, and then, we get a little more space.
And man spread a little bit.
Yeah.
That's when you're allowed to.
Exactly.
I just want to sleep.
That's cool. Are you an aisle, window, middle? Nobody's picking middle.
I don't care. It doesn't matter to me.
That's actually...
I mean, I don't want to be middle, but if I have to, I will.
You don't have a preference between aisle and window?
I can sleep either place.
Well, of course you can. You don't have a preference?
I guess window because I can lean my head against the window.
To sleep, that's the better option. Leg room wise, though, which I think of for sure, probably a little more than you two, is the aisle.
What I really need is I need.
Whoa. Easy, Tolly. Don't be short shaming. You talls are all the same.
Tolly.
Golly, calm down. I mean, totally unnecessary shot, sir.
Factually, my legs are a little longer.
Factually, you might be a butthole. Anyway, it's fair. It's fair.
You sure you still think 8.5?
Well, let's bump it down to 8. It'll be a daily ranking.
There are some people who are annoyed by Taylor Swift's presence at the Knicks game last night. Now the question becomes, would you bet money on her wedding? Thanks to new betting sites that allow you to place bets on practically anything, you can. The New York Times is reporting that the Kalshi betting site, users have put over $2 million on the wedding, with the location of the nuptials alone taking in $1.49 million. So far, New York City is leading the pack. On Polymarket, people are betting on the guest list, including leading picks like Selena Gomez, Patrick Mahomes, and Gracie Abrams.
Like if they show up or not?
I guess whether they're invited or not, maybe, yeah. I think also the date is probably up for grabs as well, but anyway, it's kind of sad that these are the things we're doing now.
The site. So she was on a site visit yesterday.
Maybe so. That could be argued. L.A. County prosecutors are reviewing 2 separate sex assault cases against Diddy. Investigators from the L.A. Police Department and the L.A. County Sheriff's Department presented 2 separate cases, both related to the same victim, to prosecutors in September. According to a statement from the office, a spokesman from the district attorney's office declined to say when the reported incidents occurred or explain why it's taken nearly 9 months to make a charging decision. Because the wheels of justice turn slowly. We all know that. He's 56. He's been sentenced to 4 years in federal prison for transporting. We all know why. Anyway, new charges. So look out. He may be in jail a little longer. Or prison.
Good. But it's gonna. How long was it before that case? When's the Sorsby case going to be heard? Should these be the same amount of time difference?
I think they both should be heard a little more rapidly than they are going to be heard. We're going to do birthdays and entertainment in a second. 2 things I will mention. It is National Corn on the Cob Day. Could you ballpark the number of times you eat corn on the cob in a year?
1.
At a time?
A single cob.
That's shocking.
A cob?
Yeah.
It's a singular cob?
So you're under 10.
6 or 7?
You're under 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. Don't get me. It's just delicious.
I love it so much I only eat it once or twice a year.
Grill?
Why is corn on the cob so much better than corn, like frozen corn or corn in a can? I don't know.
It is better.
Yeah.
I just don't.
Man, the pro tip is to cut the stuff off the cob and eat it that way.
That is not a pro tip. That's for people who have weak teeth.
I just hate getting all that stuff stuck in the middle.
Oh, I love it.
I got a fake tooth in the front, so I get a little nervous.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you got issues, I mean, that's fine. But if you don't have any kind of dental problem, I love eating on the cob.
Can you pull the tooth out? Maybe.
No, not that cool.
You're a rotator or a typewriter?
Typewriter.
Yeah, me too.
Ding ding ding. Shh.
Do you eat the baby corn that way too? Like Tom Hanks and Big?
No.
Nah, he just throats that bad boy.
It's also National German
It's
Chocolate
corn.
Cake Day. When's the last time you had When's the last time you had German chocolate cake?
I don't like cake. I can't tell you the last time I did. I don't know.
That's such a broad statement. You don't like a single cake?
I'm not a cake eater. I don't like cake. So I had my daughter.
Not one cake, Phil. You don't eat a single cake.
You know when the
year?
Queen said, "Let them eat cake," and Phil's like, "No!"
Yeah, I hate cake.
Absolutely not.
I said bread. Give me bread for crying out loud.
That's the most insane take I've ever heard.
Stupid
I know
Marie
people who prefer
Antoinette.
pie over cake.
Yeah, no, I'll take pie over cake. Yes, I'll take ice cream cake. I'll eat the ice cream cake. When my kids get me cake for my birthday in January, it's ice cream cake.
You
And
don't
I
like cake?
Only eat the ice cream.
You
part
don't
of
like
it.
carrot cake? You don't like chocolate cake?
No.
You don't like red velvet
I
cake?
eat carrot cake before I eat chocolate cake.
When I was a child, my mother used to make German chocolate cake. It's just a big, moist, wonderful chocolate cake, but the frosting has coconut in it. It was baller. I love German chocolate cake. And don't you think of coconut when you think of Germany? It makes perfect sense. I don't know how that became a thing, but it's a damn good cake.
I don't like the frosting on cakes. I don't like the consistency of it. It's like I will eat almost everything.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like cake.
I'll have Phil's cake if anybody wants to bring any German
You
chocolate
can have
up
my
here.
golf balls, you can have my golf tees, and you can have my cake.
Can I eat it too?
Oh, God,
You can do what you want with it.
We still haven't changed this open? Okay, I'm you
No,
know what?
listen to it. Listen to it. Listen to it.
You're at a 5 now.
Listen to it. This is what you wanted, right?
I'm crying. Does it actually kick into an open at any point?
Nope, that's it, brother.
That's it.
No, hit the one next to it.
You son of a... Oh, my God. That is the funniest thing that's happened on the show in a long time. Oh, my God. I am dying. It's hilarious.
And all of a sudden,
It's time for the Keys to the Weekend with Arkansas's Country Music Awards Entertainer of the Year, Susan Irwin Prouse. She'll tell us how to find the best music this week thanks to Willie D's, the premier nightlife venue in the Little Rock River Market. Willie D's, come and get your Willie on.
I'm sweating and I'm crying.
I thought you were going to kill him.
It was one of the greatest things that's ever happened. No, I wasn't going to kill him. I just wasn't going to play the open. I'm like, well, we'll just do it without it and just talk about Willie D's at length.
I saw a little smoke come out of your ear, just a little bit.
Willie D's piano. You can't have earphones on, you weirdo.
It came out from the earphone.
Well, that was really a lot of smoke then. Susan, I wish you'd been in studio for that. That was quite the moment. My face hurts, I'm sweating, and I could not stop laughing, and I'm crying.
Well, I'm crying, laughing too.
Oh, Moose is a
That's
nut
hilarious.
job. Oh, God. I love the new Open, too, by the way. Just as a sidebar to that. Anyway, how are you?
I'm good. I've been to the Piano Ladies retreat in Colorado. We've been doing some mountain stuff. We went to Red Rocks Amphitheater on Tuesday night and saw Jimmy Eat World. It was awesome.
Oh, fun.
So I'm headed back today. I'm headed back to Arkansas today, but this is my one little retreat this year.
Okay, very good. We're happy to have you, and it's a big weekend in the state and in the city and really in the nation. And we are going to be hanging out at a World Cup watch party tomorrow with our friends at Dugan's Pub. That is just one of the many things going on this weekend. And
absolutely.
And afterwards, when it's all said and done, Willie D's will be happy to receive everybody who is going to chant USA all night. So.
Yeah. So Willie D's doing pianos there. So that's Saturday, you said, right?
Friday.
Friday night. Okay, cool. Yeah, lots going on. We've got stuff going on all around Dugan. So, I'll just hit the calendar and Yeah, Moose, that was incredible, that intro. We'll, I'll never forget that. So if y'all head to entertainersguide.com, that's where you can find all of the music across the state. It's all the cities that I know about that have live music. If they're included, if they're not included, let me know because I will get you on there. This is brought to you by Willie D's Dueling Pianos, of course. So we're open Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday with our dueling pianos upstairs. We have karaoke downstairs on Tuesdays and our DJs downstairs in our Deep Ultra Lounge. Now, remember, Deep Ultra Lounge is not going to go with us over to Argenta. We are moving locations, so come down and get some fun dancing going on in our we've been there for over 20 years, so it's kind of been our last hurrah there in the River Market, so don't miss out on Willie D's while it's still there in the River Market. We're moving in the fall. But, of course, our neighbors next door, just like Dugan's on Friday night, if you're there, we can be your late-night go-to after you're seeing a show or doing something there in the River Market. The Rev Room has Jason Boland and the Stragglers on Saturday. Sticky's has Thursday night drag bingo. They have the Coop, of course, outside. They have their Coop outdoor area with the stage. Bree Ogden is there Thursday. Madeline Collins is there Friday. The Big Damn Horns are on the main room stage on Friday. So I know Justin's a big fan of the Big Damn Horns. You'll be over at Dugan's, though, that night, sounds like.
Well, we're going to do soccer
Saturday.
And then we can do band.
Yeah.
You can do both. It's a combo meal. I'm going to do both that night.
Awesome. Sweet. All right, Undercroft is a cool spot. They have a show every once a month, and it's under the Christ Episcopal Church in Little Rock. And they feature really awesome singer-songwriters and artists. Trey Johnson and Jason Willman will be there on Friday in Little Rock. Let's see, North Little Rock, Simmons Bank on Friday night. You got the Travis Tritt concert, which I'm a big fan. So Travis Tritt will be there at Simmons Bank Arena on Friday night. Four Quarter Bar on Friday, Grits and Greens, and then Chillum is there on Saturday. Of course, we can't wait to be over there in the Argenta district with Willie D soon enough. We'd be capturing all that after Travis Tritt crowd. Hot Springs, Oaklawn Casino, Pops Lounge, Steve Malik Band, fantastic band. He's there Friday and Saturday. The next Oaklawn Event Center concert is Sawyer Brown on July 17th. They also announced some other artists. They're starting to fill out their calendar there at oaklawn.com. You can check out their listings. Now, Magic Springs has their summer concerts back in full effect. Last weekend was Justin Moore. This week on Saturday, you've got Filter and Finger 11 for your concert there at Timberwood Amphitheater at Magic Springs in Hot Springs. I'm headed to Conway, University of Kings Live. Kings Live, Gravel Yard is there on Friday, and Laura Caroline on Saturday. Both great bands. The Rogue Roundabout has Kordsmeyer on Friday. TGI Fridays, Friday night, Brian Adams is there. And JJ's Grill has got a great lineup every week. Jocko's there Thursday, and Mr. Lucky's there Friday. Just a couple more. I've got Northwest Arkansas. The AMP has Mumford & Sons yesterday, so we missed that one. But Dirks Bentley is here on Saturday at the Walmart AMP. Big fan of his. Wish I could make it. Small town shout out for Russellville. The Handlebar. They have tonight Jason Campbell and Robbie Deal. Friday Forrest Williams Band, and Saturday Dark from Day One. I hear good things about the Handlebar in Russellville. And we've got several festivals going on. I'd say the most notable that jumped out to me, the 70th annual Bradley County Pink Tomato Festival in Warren. They've got some music going on. There's a lot of there's Pride Fest in Jonesboro. There's Selma Pride on Saturday in Little Rock. So we've got some Pride Fest going on all across the state. You can head to entertainersguide.com and find everything. You can even join my mailing list, and I'll send you a reminder for when it's updated each week.
Very good. Susan, thank you for the time. Safe travels. We'll talk to you next week.
Thank you.
All right,
sounds good. Thanks, y'all.
All
Bye.
right, thanks to Willie D's as well. All right, let's knock out Brewski's birthday trivia real quick, guys, and then we will hit the break and talk to Zach Gillum on the other side about World Cup odds, NBA Finals odds, and everything else he wants to get into. And today is what day? Thursday?
Yes.
Today at Brewski's, $4 22-ounce drafts and $3 Plinko shots. And in downtown, they got karaoke tonight. In the north side, they've got live music at 8 o'clock, it says, right here on my sheet. So I assume that's accurate. Also, they announced it publicly, so I want to congratulate Brad, the owner, and his lovely wife on the birth of their child. And I'm so excited for them and look forward to seeing them real soon. So there you go.
Birthday Trivia in the Zone is brought to you by Brewski's Pub and Grub. Your home for lunch, happy hour, and late night. With locations in Little Rock and North Little Rock. Come get your grub on.
Still playing for Dude Perfect tickets over at Simmons Bank Arena. 501-661-1037. That's our phone number. All you have to do is get on the horn to have a chance to win. You can't win if you don't play, as they say. Phil and Moose.
Dude, perfect. They don't win anything. It's not like competitions.
No, but they just entertain you by doing neat things. They come up with all sorts of different stunty stunts.
I've watched their stunts on social media, and I wonder sometimes how many takes does it take before they finally get the golf ball to go in the 89th different beer cup.
Yeah, we're going to figure it out. Johnny's with Phil. Hooper, you're with Moose. All right, guys, a couple trivia questions first. On this day in history, excuse me, American Idol debuted. What year?
2001.
Golly, geez, late relax. Can you wait till I call on you?
Kelly Clarkson, Justin Guarini. Oh, was it not 2001?
It sure wasn't.
Oh, 2002.
Bingo bango. Good job, Moose. Don't you feel stupid?
Yes.
Should have waited your turn. It was your turn. On this day in history, the Rolling Stones peaked at number 1 with Paint It Black. What year, Moose?
71.
69.
Closer. 66. On this day in history, Jurassic Park.
1994.
It set a current box office record, at least it was current then, $502 million for the weekend record. It's not your guess yet, Moose. What year?
I'll say 93.
Bingo bango.
It is 93, yeah.
Okay.
One of my favorite documentaries ever.
On this day in history, the film Grease debuted. Based on the 1971 musical, it debuted in the theaters in what year? With John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John.
All right, if it's based on a 71 musical, I'm going to say 74.
77.
78. And last but not least, one of the 2 films I saw in the theater 4 times.
Oh, Grease? I love Grease.
No.
Oh, never mind.
Debuted as well.
Okay.
E.T., the Extraterrestrial.
Oh, what a great movie.
What year?
Me?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Phil.
81.
No.
E.T. would be 82.
E.T. 82.
Nice, really?
Think I'm bango. All right, well, after all, that's 4-4, boys.
The greatest commercial.
Right here.
It was the greatest commercial for Reese's Pieces ever.
Yes.
Yeah, it was. Well, I'm sure they paid a lot of money for the product placement, you know what I mean?
Well, it's good when they work it in and they don't just show you a Pepsi.
That's a really good E.T. impersonation.
Oh, thanks.
Give me
You
some
take
more.
that across
I
the
think
country.
the mic helps.
Yeah, what else did he say?
E.T. phone home. Elliot.
All right. Let's go here. NFL legend, Hall of Fame quarterback who played almost his entire career for one franchise, but then swapped teams so he and Marcus Allen could team up.
Montana.
Joe Montana is how old today?
Wow.
Phil?
One of those Western Pennsylvania Hall of Fame quarterbacks. Joe Montana is 70.
Bingo bango.
What?
Yep. This guy is a great actor. He's a giant in the industry.
Vince Vaughn.
Played Tyrion Lannister on Game of Thrones.
Oh,
I remember his name.
Stop it.
The station agent?
Peter Dinklage.
Peter Dinklage. Moose, how old is he?
53.
52.
57. 6-7, Phil leads. This guy recently admitted he was drunk when he angrily responded to criticism of his television show. Now he celebrates his birthday, hopefully, with a drink in his hand, but he minds his manners.
John Hamm?
The star of House.
Oh, Hugh Laurie.
That's right.
Nice.
How old's Hugh Laurie?
Hugh Laurie is 61.
Hard to figure. I agree.
I'm going to go 62.
67. This guy is another person who's had a little trouble with alcohol, except for he gets violent occasionally when he drinks.
Alec Baldwin.
And when I moved to New Orleans to call those Saints games, I don't want him there.
Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf. How old?
Shia LaBeouf. He is 40. He's 40.
40. He's 40. Bingo bango. This guy is a...
Did y'all ever watch that Shia LaBeouf video I mentioned?
No.
I'll send it to you.
I saw the interview he did where he came out as angry, stupid, and homophobic. That one, I saw that one.
This one's funnier.
I'm guessing I won't see him at the parade or the gathering over in Soma this weekend. And I don't know that he's going to be that welcome. This guy is a Oprah construct.
Dr. Phil.
Dr. Phil.
The other one.
Oh, Dr. Oz.
Correct.
He was a little quicker than me.
Yes, that's what they say. How old?
65.
67.
He wishes. He's 75. All right, tight race. 11-9, Moose in the lead. This woman is the most decorated. You can say she's not the best, and I don't even know that I would argue she is the best, but she's the most decorated women's basketball player in history.
Lisa Leslie.
She has 11 All-Star.
Cheryl Swoops.
She has 3-time NCAA champion.
Rebecca
she has
Lobo.
3-time WNBA champion.
Lisa Leslie.
And she has six Olympic gold medals.
Cynthia Cynthia something? No.
You guys are overthinking this way too
Candace
much.
Parker.
It's not Dawn Staley.
No.
I can't remember who it is.
6 gold medals, 3 national championships at UConn, 3 WNBA championships in 7, 9, and 14. And she was a 2 times finals MVP and a 1-time overall league MVP.
Sue Bird.
Happy birthday, Diana Taurasi. Jeez Louise, guys. I am so disappointed in you.
We knew
you guys sit
6.
here and act like you don't even watch the WNBA.
We knew at least 6 WNBA players off our top of our heads. That's impressive.
I will admit to not watching the WNBA.
I'll come out of that closet too, Phil.
I hope they're doing
What else you get back in there? Let's head to Oaklawn after the break. Check in with Zach Gillum.
If you don't already have the Bet Saracen Sports Wager app, download it today from the app stores or go to BetSaracen.com. Bet Saracen is Arkansas's favorite sports betting app.
This is SportsCenter.
In Razorback recruiting, before sitting courtside at the NBA Finals, Coach Cal got another major commitment. Top 25 prospect Davion Thompson chose the Razorbacks over Baylor, Michigan, and Vanderbilt. The 6'2 left-handed point guard from Link Academy in Missouri is ranked as the 6th best point guard prospect in the country and 22nd prospect overall. Thompson is in the class of 2027, but will announce a decision soon to potentially reclassify, where he could join the Hogs for the upcoming season. Tonight, we get Game 5 in the Stanley Cup Final. The series is tied at 2-2 between the Vegas Golden Knights and Carolina Hurricanes. Tonight's game is back in Carolina at 7 on ABC. The World Cup also kicks off today with Mexico playing South Africa at 2 and South Korea taking on Czechia at 9. Both games are on Fox. I am Moose with the Buzz Radio Network.
Country music star and Arkansas native Joe Nichols joins Morning Mayhem each week, courtesy of D3 Auto Sales, Arkansas's #1 independent used car dealership, specializing in level and lifted trucks. D3Autosales.com.
Golf is a game of precision and power. Every detail matters. The same must be true for luxury. Genesis delivers with every stroke of craftsmanship, every stitch of quality, and every surge of performance. During the Genesis Signature event, get 0.99% financing on a new GV80 or GV70. Experience the Genesis GV80 or GV80 Coupe for yourself at Genesis of Conway. The future of luxury today.
I'm Thomas Blackman with Blackman Auctions. How much easier would life be if you could take away your stresses and worries with one phone call? Just turn all of your problems over to a person and let them de-stress your life. That's what we do at Blackman Auctions. We are much more than an auction company. We take your unwanted assets in your life and turn them into money in 30 days. Organize, market, deal with attorneys, real estate agents, debt services, closing companies, and those members of your family. You know who they are. Making your life as easy as possible since 1938. Better auctions or Blackman Auctions.
Hogs Homes has custom-built, manufactured homes under $100 per square foot. They have hundreds of floor plans available to fit your family's needs. Homes start as low as $39,995. They can finance your new home together with land so you can have one easy payment. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 bedrooms available for immediate delivery. You can view their inventory online at hawkshomes.net. Let their family help your family. Hawks Homes, Bryant and Conway.
Hi, this is Quinn Grover. When you need expert health care, UAMS Health is here for you. From cancer and heart care to neurology, obstetrics, orthopedics, and more, UAMS Health provides advanced care across a wide range of specialties, backed by research, innovation, education, and a commitment to improving lives. That's care you can trust. From UAMS Health, the official orthopedics and sports medicine provider for Razorback Athletics. For appointments, call 501-686-8000.
You're in the zone with Justin Acri and Phil Elson.
They're ridiculous. They're impossible.
Those guys are the worst. They're sick. They're perverted.
On 103.7 The Buzz.
We are heading to Oaklawn momentarily. This segment brought to you in part by our friends at Guadney Chevrolet. We'll check in with Zach and get some odds on what's happening. The odds that you get a great deal at Guadney Chevrolet right around 100%. because of 0%. Does that make any sense at all? Stay with me. 0% interest for 5 years on all new Silverados. 0% interest for 5 years on all new Silverados. No payments for 120 days. Get behind the wheel today and ease on into it. 2026 Silverado Crew Cab 4-wheel drives starting at just $46,997. Don't wait on this one. Head over to Gwatney Chevrolet today. Take advantage of it. Get off the James Street exit if you're heading north and take advantage of 0% interest for 5 years and no payments for 120 days. And if you purchase any new Silverado now through July 4th, you get a $250 gift card as Gwatney Chevrolet celebrates America's 250th anniversary under that giant, beautiful American flag. It's a special offer just for Silverado buyers, but there are plenty of vehicles across the board, and they've got great deals on tracks right now, starting at $22,500. Those are for 2026s, and they're offering no payments for 90 days on those. It's Gwatney Chevrolet, GwatneyChevrolet.com. Zach Gillum? Paging Zach Gillum?
Ooh, I'll get him. Hold on.
Thank you. All right, we got to get him on quickly. I think what I'm going to do is do what's on tap right now while we're getting him, so
do it.
We don't have to wait at the end.
What's on tap, highlighting the biggest sporting events each day, is brought to you by Flyway Brewing, with locations in Argenta, Breckenridge Village, Memphis, and Fayetteville. For more info, go to flywaybrewing.com. Fresh beer starts there. Follow the migration.
What's on tap for contracts, Phil?
Yeah. Sean Payton has been rewarded with a new 5-year contract extension for the Denver Broncos. He had 2 years remaining on the current contract. It'll replace that contract. Terms of the deal were not disclosed. Of course, he took them to the AFC Championship game. It was the first playoff wins in 11 years for the Broncos? 11 or 12 years, I think.
Well, what's on tap for TV today is mostly focused on World Cup soccer. It starts at 2 o'clock, Mexico, South Africa. That is in Mexico City, and in Guadalajara, you got South Korea and Czechia at 9 o'clock tonight. And let's see here.
A lot of afternoon baseball.
Fox and FS1 for the two broadcasts, respectively. Today is also the 11th, right?
Stanley Cup Final, Game 5.
Is that?
7 o'clock on ABC.
All right, thank you very much. And the Travelers playing again against Northwest Arkansas over at oh my gosh, Dickey Stevens Park. Wow, went old school there.
I wish.
6:20 pregame, first pitch 6:35. And the Recruiting Intelligence Report presented by West Rock Coffee with Dr. Fitzhill and Marcus Elliott coming up tonight at 7 o'clock. And that's about that. So there you go. All right, let's head down to Oaklawn and check in with Zach Gillum and find out what's happening at Oaklawn, because we got a lot of World Cup talk to take care of here.
Now it's time to look at the odds on the biggest sporting events of the weekend. It's Better Bets with Oaklawn's Vice President of Racing and Wagering, Zach Gillum. Oaklawn Sports, Arkansas's best sports betting app.
All right, Zach, let's dive in on it. What's up, man?
Hey, how's it going, guys? Yeah, World Cup is here.
All right. Well, give me the odds. Who are our favorites? Give me a couple of tasty long shots. What are we working on?
So there's a lot on the board, obviously, looking at this. And I heard you mention first matchup, Mexico-South Africa there, minus 250. Looking at those odds, USA's first matchup tomorrow, 2 o'clock, and they are minus 110, a favorite in that matchup. Now, keep in mind, most of these matchups are going to be listed in three-way markets, so you're going to have a team, a tie, and a team.
Okay.
Because of that, you typically are going to see a little bit better odds than you would on the standard money line two-way markets.
Makes sense. All right. So favorites as far as overall, give me some of the teams to look for here.
Oh, looking at the overall. So right now, looking at the futures to win it all. Trying to get it to load up.
It's all right.
France and Spain got to be up there, I assume.
One would think. We're riding Portugal, though, aren't we? Is that what we're going to throw money on?
I am, if you want to.
I mean, I'll do it if you're doing it.
Yeah, in.
Yeah.
That's the only way I'll put money on it is if you tell me to.
I've been saying for years, if Moose jumps off a bridge, I'm jumping off too, so I don't see why we wouldn't do this.
Follow me, lemmings.
Yeah, and they are, right now, the main things that we're looking at are getting out of those qualifying rounds,
okay,
getting out of the groups. And all of those are on the board. There is so much on the World Cup that now I have not found.
What are the group odds for? What are group odds for the U.S. then, Zach, on getting out of their group?
Group odds for the U.S. they are Sorry, guys. My computer right now is not wanting to cooperate.
Why don't you just tell me what you want me to bet on?
Yeah. Well, and that's what happens when you have thousands of markets available.
No doubt.
You have a lot that you can dive into there.
I watched some guys last night during the during the NBA game, Zach, and it was right about tip-off, and they were sitting there digging in on all the individual stats and prop bets and things like that, and I was like, I'm like, what are you guys doing? There's like, I mean, that is a parlay now, bro. But I mean, there are a million things going to that now too.
All right, I restarted my browser, and now we are cooking. So under team futures, 2026 the winner. Spain is your favorite. They're plus 460. France 5-1. England is 7-1. Portugal at 8-1. So you guys are riding that fourth choice. It sounds like right about now. USA back at 50-1 to win it all.
Okay. How about to get out of their group? Do you have that?
Get out of their group. So getting out of their group right now, looking at minus 130.
Okay. Let's go United States. All right, let's move on to I keep saying WNBA. The NBA, Zach. What are the odds of San Antonio winning the series now, down 3-1?
Yeah, and how about that one last night? Depending on when you potentially bet that Knicks money line on the comeback, they were anywhere from 20 to 50-1.
Yeah.
So congratulations if you saw that coming and got down on it. But the winner of the NBA championship right now, Knicks minus 500, Spurs plus 385.
Sounds right. Okay.
And then,
do you have odds on the next game? And what about the NHL tonight?
Yeah, so Spurs minus 5.5 in the next matchup. That is Saturday, 7:40 scheduled tip, total 216. And then looking over at the NHL, the Golden Knights and the Hurricanes. Right now, you have the Hurricanes minus 160 in the game tonight. That is dropping the puck at 7:20 p.m.
All right, what else we want to hit?
A lot going on. Golf world, obviously, every week you have multiple tours going on, so you have that available. Table tennis, I know we talk about it when we were on the podcast some and sometimes on the radio, but that's a very popular sport that people have really ventured into, just given how many events are going. It's almost 365, 24/7. So table tennis is something fun. Tennis is ongoing. F1 is going to have a week break. Had a fun race at Monaco. Me and Chris Payne got to talk about a little bit on Monday. But so Formula One, NASCAR, all the fun stuff in the summer still going. As you mentioned, Major League Baseball in the heat of it. Literally getting into that summer hot time, but a lot of good options on the board and a great weekend. You also have college baseball. I know our local teams, our Arkansas teams, are now out, but that continues tomorrow as well.
What are the odds on that, Zach? Who are our favorites for the World Series?
So favorite in the World Series, North Carolina is your favorite to win it all, plus 290. Georgia, your second choice, just slightly behind them at 3-1. The Longhorns are 320. Then you have West Virginia 7-1. Ole Miss is at 8-1. Alabama 13-1. Troy, your longest shot on the board, at 27-1.
Phil, give me a betting choice.
North Carolina as the betting favorite is very interesting. Must have to do with just the strength of their bracket specifically, because I think Georgia's the number one team.
Okay, 3-1. I'll take Georgia.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you, Phil. When I saw that Georgia 3-1, that looks a little appealing.
Give me them dogs at 3-1.
I'd take Georgia.
All right, Zach, got to roll, buddy. Appreciate you.
Y'all have a great day.
All right, buddy. Appreciate you. That's Zach Gillum down at Oaklawn again, working with our friends at FanDuel, FanDuel.com/Arkansas, and you can make your wagers on all those things he mentioned and a whole lot more. LeVar Law, speaking of rolling, if you get hurt in a car, you call LeVar. For over 30 years, Alan LeVar and his team have been helping injury victims across this great state. And if you call them at 1-800-WIN-WIN-1, you will talk to real lawyers who know the great state of Arkansas, not some call center. They deal with the insurance companies so you don't have to. They're going to get you maximum return if you are wronged in an accident. And if you can't get to them, they will come to you. Your consultation is always free and confidential, and there's no fee unless they win. Did you hear me? There's no fee unless they win. So there's really no risk on your side other than just getting great representation. I mean, I don't know. If you're not interested in that, that's on you. But if you're hurt in a car, call LeVar. There's a reason it's catchphrase. Arkansas strong for 30 years, ready when you need them. LeVar Law, Injury and Accident Lawyers. Arkansas built and Arkansas trusted.
You can't always see what's in the air, but dust, allergens, contaminants, even mold could be affecting your health. Learn about air quality testing at rainbowrestores.com. When the unthinkable happens, damage from smoke, water, fire, mold, or just poor air quality, let Rainbow Restoration fix your home or business. With their 24/7 rapid response, you'll get your life back on track fast. RainbowRestores.com. Rainbow Restoration. They restore, you recover. Services performed by an independently owned and operated franchise.
Camping season is here, and Razorback Camper Sales in Hot Springs is liquidating all 2026 year model travel trailers and fifth wheels. If you've been thinking about a new trailer, now is the time to buy. One of the many great deals is a 20-foot Salem with bunk beds, power awning, plywood floor, and much more for only $14,990 or $150 a month. Hurry while the selection is good. All these great deals can be seen at RazorbackCamperSales.com.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-374-0758 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-374-0758. That's 800-374-0758. What do you have to lose? Call 800-374-0758. Again, 800-374-0758.
Arkansas Municipal Equipment in Poen, founded over a decade ago by Daniel and Vanessa Ellison. They lease and sell trucks, trash carts, roll-off dumpsters, and street sweepers. Proud to be Arkansas's only authorized dealer for New Way refuse trucks and Timco street sweepers. Your authorized dealer for Galfab roll-off and hook lift trucks. You can get parts and service for all makes and models with technicians traveling the state to take care of you.
AME, it's the service after the sale.
Jason Bonham's Led Zeppelin Evening, live. An unforgettable evening of Led Zeppelin's greatest hits and deepest cuts. Friday, August 28th at Oaklawn Event Center. Get tickets now at Oaklawn.com. Jason Bonham's Led Zeppelin Evening. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
Let's get back to more of the show in the Oaklawn Hot Springs studio with your hosts, Justin Acri and Phil Elson.
Okay, gotta talk more sports with you.
On the Buzz Radio Network.
All right, we are wrapping it up here in the zone. We're going to hand it off to Out of Bounds momentarily. Question of the day today, Phil.
Are you watching the NBA Finals? And if not, why?
Wes Moore?
I watched and turned it off last night. And then I saw a tweet, turn on ABC, it's a single-digit deficit. And I was like, oh, my gosh. So I turned it on. They made a bucket to make it 7. I watched the rest.
Yeah, crazy.
I was exhausted in bed, and the last 5 minutes of that game caused me to not be able to fall asleep for 30 minutes after the game was over.
Yeah. It was one of the wildest things I've ever seen in my life in sports.
Well, you've never seen a comeback like that in the NBA Finals?
We're a whole minute ahead of when we're supposed to be.
That's wild.
Well, we'll get that done. Why don't you just tell me what's going on in case we do have to hit the break?
Kyle Peterson's going to join us at 1:30. Richard Davenport, the recruiting guy. A lot of good recruiting news yesterday for the Razorbacks at 2:10. Chris Curry is joining us from Omaha to kind of wrap up the Trojan season, look ahead.
He's in Omaha?
Yep, he's attending some kind of function up there.
Cool.
We got Neil Atkinson at 2:45 today, and Michael Cataldo with the Simmons Bank Championship will be in the studio at 3:30.
Excellent. Look forward to seeing him.
Yes. Tickets are going on sale next week.
What are you telling me, Moose?
I threw that closing theme back on there for you on your bar.
Okay. I guess we'll hit the break here. Usually 12:50, 8:40, so we'll just talk for 10 more seconds. I think that's it.
Okay.
Who you got in the World Cup? Who you got?
Not even going to watch.
There you go. Who you got in the World Series?
World Series? Dodgers.
College.
Oh.
Georgia.
North Carolina's got the best odds.
They should.
Hey, it's Randy Rainwater from Drive Time Sports. Rick Schaefer and I will be joined by Neil Atkinson from Bet Saracen. Trey Biddy thanks to Chris Crane Hyundai and Genesis of Conway, and Kevin Hoop Scoop McPherson from Hogville.net. It's all right here from 4 to 7 on 103.7 The Buzz.
This is Justin Acri. If shoulder or elbow pain is affecting your daily life, The fellowship-trained physicians at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital, UAMS Health, are here to help. They offer advanced care for injuries, arthritis, rotator cuff problems, and more, helping you feel better, move better, and get back to everyday life. Call 501-686-TOSH today to schedule your appointment. That's 501-686-8674. The doctor will see you now.
106.7 Buzz 2 is your home for Arkansas Travs baseball. Hear every pitch, every crack of the bat on 106.7 Buzz 2. For the full calendar, go to Travs.com. It's the greatest game on dirt, and you can hear it all on 106.7 Buzz 2.
Hot Springs police say a man accused of killing 3 people in 2020 is in jail in Louisiana. 26-year-old Simon Isaiah Sertuch is being held on unrelated charges. He's accused of killing an 18-year-old whose body was found on Christmas Day, and then a 21-year-old and a 5-year-old days later. And this Saturday's scheduled performance of singer John Legend is being postponed to August. Saracen Casino announced the concert has been postponed due to a death in the entertainer's family. All previous purchased tickets will still be valid, of course. If you do want a refund, you can request those through Ticketmaster or any other ticket site. For these stories and more, you can head to our website, krk.com. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm KRK's Jessica Rockwell.
It's the Hustler Summer Sizzler happening now at Cabot Outdoors. Save big this summer with up to $2,000 off select Hustler zero-turn mowers. Grab the X-Ride 60-inch and save $2,000. Enjoy 0% financing for 42 months with approved credit. Payments as low as $330 a month. And don't miss Hustler Raptor deals. Get $250 off or score a free DeWalt tool. Sale ends July 31st. Cabot Outdoors, your source for Hustler and DeWalt equipment. Get mowing today. Online at CabotOutdoors.com.
The people you love count on you, your spouse, your kids, your grandkids. So this Men's Health Month, take a minute to take care of yourself. At Arkansas Urology, simple screenings can help detect serious health issues early, before they become bigger problems. And with convenient appointments at all Arkansas Urology locations, taking care of your health has never been easier. Call 501-219-8900 or visit ArkansasUrology.com today. Arkansas Urology, because your family needs you here.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center.
Another hot and steamy day for Thursday with mostly sunny skies and highs in the 90s. Feeling like the triple digits. Scattered showers and storms likely Thursday night into Friday morning. Pushing into Friday midday and the afternoon in southern Arkansas. Some of those could be on the stronger side. Highs on Friday reach the mid-80s. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm Arkansas Storm Team meteorologist Jenna Warner.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please, turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
There's nothing better than calling the Hogs with your fellow Razorback fans. Now's the time to start making lasting family memories with the Hogs by joining the Razorback Foundation. Annual memberships start as low as $50 per year. The financial support provided by Razorback Foundation members makes a once-in-a-lifetime experience possible for more than 465 student athletes. Your gifts provide scholarships, academic support, training in nutrition, as well as professional and personal development assistance. Razorback Foundation members earn access to season tickets, priority seating and parking, tailgating, invitations to exclusive coaches and player events, as well as discounts to local restaurants and Hog Heaven stores. Your support will help the Razorbacks continue the path of success and bring home even more SEC and national championships. Text JOIN to 479-349-4313 or visit RazorbackFoundation.com for more information. That's JOIN to 479-349-4313. Can't wait to see you on the Hill. Go Hogs!
Country music star and Arkansas native Joe Nichols joins Morning Mayhem each week courtesy of Powers Truck Parts and Service. Does your heavy-duty truck need service? Call Powers Truck Parts and Service with everything from headlights to taillights. Online at PowersTruckParts.com. It's Joe Nichols with Morning Mayhem on 103.7 The Buzz.
We got the big deals, the big rock, the big rock.
People have always asked me how we get such great inventory. Here at Alcoa Road in Benton, the Big Lot, Chris Crane, Dodge Jeep Ram.
It's simple. We use the latest technology to scour auctions across the country to bring us the best of the best. This month only, we're doing sales tax paid on every pre-owned vehicle here at the Big Lot.
Sales tax paid?
Sales tax paid at the Big Lot. Chris Crane Dodge Jeep Ram on Alcoa Road in Benton.
FanDuel, in partnership with Oaklawn Sports, is now available here in the state of Arkansas. And on the biggest soccer stage in the world this summer, FanDuel, in partnership with Oaklawn Sports, is changing the soccer game with a feature built for soccer fans. Because sometimes your player gets subbed off, and your bet goes with them.